All right, man. This is a good guy, man. This is a good guy.
You usually say old friend of the show, but this is more of a new friend. But
well, he's a new friend of this show, but an old friend of AGT.
But a good friend of yours.
Good guy, man. Real good guy. Nick Cannon.
Mr. Nick Cannon.
Yo!
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I usually don't hear Ronnie rave about a guest before they come in. He was loving you.
The pressure's on. Ronnie's
this
my
way,
man,
sir.
that's why. That's how we get down.
Right this way, sir.
Cool.
Nick, you're stepping into Howard's house right now.
Yes.
You're used to being around him at AGT, but
this is his domain.
So how do you feel about that? I know you guys have had phone interviews, but this is...
Yeah, man, I love Stern. You know what I mean? Just it's a place where, you know, you could just be yourself. So I'm here to be me.
All right, man. We'll see you in the studio.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Yeah. Well, my colleague Nick Cannon is here. Nick, of course, is the star of America's Got Talent. He is the host. He is he is the glue that holds America's Got Talent together. Look at you. How are you? Good seeing you.
Good to see you too, sir.
And it's good to see you outside of the AGT environment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I believe that, yes, because we don't ever get a chance to talk to each other, man.
No, not
it's like
really.
Running and gunning all the time.
How's your health, by the way?
My health is great.
But you quit your radio show.
I quit the morning portion because I wasn't getting any sleep. So I still do my countdown show, the weekly countdown.
You do the countdown show.
Yeah.
And it seems to me you're building up again. The idea was for you to slow down so that you could work on your health. And you did. You because of your kidneys and stuff, you decided to stop eating red meat.
Right.
I see on Twitter you're constantly putting out how to live.
The vegetables and all of that. Yeah.
Right. But you gave up candy.
Nah, that's the one thing. I said I gave it up, but that's the one thing I can't let go. I love candy all the time.
Is it true?
What kind of candy?
In your home, is there a room devoted only to candy? Is that true?
Yeah, I built a candy store in my room.
My house. In your house, there's one room that has a candy store.
Yeah.
And what is it? When you start making a lot of money, there are certain things that you can now do that you've always dreamt of doing.
Right.
That was your dream, to have a candy store.
I was just a candy crackhead, man. So I love, I always said as a kid, I'm gonna put a candy store in my house if I ever get enough money.
And what does that mean, a candy store? What is in there?
Every kind of candy that you could ever imagine from back in the day. Like, I'm not a big chocolate eater, but I love stuff like, Nerds and Jolly Ranchers, and so it's like all of that stuff.
You know why?
The old school candy.
You know why I relate to that? When I started to make some money, I built an adult bookstore in my house. I've got everything in there. Porn. And you should see. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
An amazing store, but it never occurred to me a candy store. So your health is good.
Yes, very good.
But now it seems like you're jumping back in without doing the radio show now.
Right.
But what do you signed on to do America's Got Talent? Thank God.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the whole show has changed.
I know. You and I are the only ones they have right now.
That's right. You're like two pillars holding the whole thing together.
It down.
Howie was in here yesterday, and but Sharon is gone. She has a horrible relationship with NBC now. You and I seem to be in good standing.
Absolutely.
We are the glue. And
continuity. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, right. We're the continuity.
Yes.
I just showed up, and I'm the continuity. But you and I are definitely doing another season together. And we don't know. Sharon's gone.
Yeah.
Who else are you bringing in? What are you going to do?
Who do you want to bring in?
I think we should just go, let's get Madonna. Let's stop playing.
Now, that to me would be a coup.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
I've said that. I've even said it to the NBC executives.
Why not?
Did you say
You never mentioned that.
Well, that's the one that I was holding back because I was trying. Nick already blabbed. But seriously, that would be dynamic, right?
Yeah,
to get someone of her
amazing.
stature.
We need somebody like that, Madonna or Gaga or somebody that, actually knows about performing. And I think we get another performer in there.
Have you been asked by NBC who you would recommend for the gig?
Yeah, I told him someone like Madonna. I told him I thought Cher was. I always thought that was a good one.
You know who I said? Michelle Obama.
See,
what do you think
not?
of that?
Why not?
Why?
She's a winner.
Yeah,
she must know something.
I mean, had Obama lost the election, I would have said no. But I think this would be Madonna's time to enter the arena of judging.
I think so. I think so. And I mean, everybody else is out there. It's like the thing to do right now. So,
do you think Howie will be back?
I want him to.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fun, but who knows? It's like they always treat him like this every year. They make him win.
Really?
It's not nice.
Is that right? Yeah, that does seem kind of mean.
See, they got to hire me early because I got to go out and do all the auditions. So I'm usually like the one that's like, we know you're coming back.
Oh, so you've been working already?
Yeah, well, technically this year they're trying to switch it up a little bit, and you know they're going to take me out a little bit. They're giving me these 2 months off, but top of the year we're going out. But they're auditioning right now.
Right, so you're out there doing the audition.
Yeah, like, hey, welcome to this city. They throw me off a building, something crazy.
Yeah, I always felt bad for you.
Yeah, why do they do that stuff?
I think it's racist. I think it is NBC's little inside joke.
Yeah, they got a black guy and they throw him off of, like, they put him on mountains and all that kind of stuff.
It's always how they say, like, the black weatherman, they always put him in the worst environments.
Yeah,
like, hey!
I'm in a hurricane. But it does seem to me like you're now busier than ever. When I read about you signing with America's Got Talent,
right,
part of the package, which I don't even understand, I think you get it's called a first look deal.
Yeah.
So if your production company makes some sort of show,
yes,
you go to them first.
Yeah, and it's almost like because of that they give me, you know, money and overhead and stuff. It's like, we want all your good ideas first before anyone else.
I see. So they give you a couple of bucks and they say, we're going to put this toward your production company, but because we're giving you money, you have to bring us every one of your ideas first.
Yes.
Have you brought them ideas already?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in the works.
So you got a whole production company, and you got a bunch of you want to get into all that crap.
That's the thing, man. I think I've always been one of those guys who loved behind the scenes and really producing and writing and directing, and you know, it's just been, you know, an added bonus that I could be in front of the camera, but I've always loved to create.
Were you a child actor?
People always say that. Not really. I got in the game. I was doing stand-up as a teenager. I started like really doing, you know, the Comedy Store and the improv professionally at like 15.
Really?
And then I didn't get on camera though till I was 18, and I graduated high school and all of that.
Why do people think you were a child actor for some reason?
Because I look like a child.
You act like you behave like a child.
You act like one.
Yeah.
And because of the Nickelodeon thing. I mean, because I was 18 on Nickelodeon.
I see.
And so, and like everybody else probably was a little younger, and I played a little younger, so they thought I was a child, but I was an adult.
15, you go up on stage and you start doing, Yeah,
so it was crazy. I mean, and I feel like I've been in the game for quite some time, especially the stand-up game. I mean, because I came up with a lot of the cats that have, you know, been doing it for 20 years, so it's like, that's always been my life.
Were you shitty at it at first?
I never thought I was. I was always that kid comic that, you know, like was a breath of fresh air and was talking about, you know, detention and being, you know, late for class. So, like, everybody laughed because they thought I was cute opposed to, like, being, but, you know, I kind of honed my skills as I got a little older and was like, all right, if this is what I'm going to do in my life, I got to be the best.
And what happened? At 18, you go take an audition for Nickelodeon and it's a hit?
Actually, not even that. It was one of those things where I created an opportunity for myself again. I went out there and somebody saw me, you know, my manager saw me in a comedy club. And then I became the warm-up for all the Nickelodeon shows. So it's like the guy that's like entertaining the audience while they're switching the sets around and waiting for the actors to come out.
I always feel bad for that guy. It just seems like an insufferable job.
Right, like really the warm-up on AGT is great. You know what I mean? Like having to entertain all of those people while we're like in the back.
It's like hosting a bar mitzvah or something every day. It's just awful.
So I had to do that at like 16.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was watching, the tapings. Like, man, I could do this stuff. So I started to write. And I became a staff writer for Nickelodeon, like the youngest staff writer in television. And then from there, I just was a writer, comedian. And I was happy with being that until I ended up writing my own television show. I wrote a pilot for myself and actually sold it to Will Smith and his company.
Right.
And then that, because I was associated with Will Smith, it was like, yo, this is the next kid, and started blowing up.
Isn't that family annoying, that Will Smith family? I mean, seriously, with that kids. And
I love them, man.
Yeah, but they're all famous
and great and powerful, and the energy.
Are you going to do that with your kids?
Hell no.
No, you're going to keep them. You know what? I don't even see your kids around that much. I mean, I think you're doing a good job.
They're still young.
Yeah, but you know how certain people always have their kids out in front of the camera.
I personally, my wife might, beg to differ, have a different opinion, but I don't want my children to be in entertainment whatsoever.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad.
Well, Mariah wants them to sing.
I don't. Though. I want if they have the ability to sing.
Yeah.
Let them do it when they're 18.
Yeah, sing in the high school play.
Absolutely.
But don't try to make this a career.
Do you have arguments with your wife about that?
Not really. Not yet. But I don't think we will, because she kind of feels the same way too. She obviously wants her kids to do what she does, but no one wants to live in. That's like Michael Jordan's son playing basketball. Like, why would you even set yourself up for that?
Is it hard being a father in a marriage with a woman so powerful? Because a father's job, in my opinion, is sometimes to step in,
right,
and say, hey, enough of this nonsense.
I don't think, you know what? In the house, my wife is, like, our roles in the house are exactly that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the disciplinarian when it comes to the kids, and like I final say so everything. It's weird because I always say I wish people did. We did do a reality show, but we would never do one. But
would you do one?
Nah,
I'd watch
not.
that. Oh, just
yeah,
to see
like,
you
when people
with
would
Mariah
have to see
Carey.
what goes on in a house. It would be one of those good PR moves if we were trying to do it, because we live a normal life.
But didn't Mariah criticize you because you went on Twitter and you said in your Twitter account?
I'm glad you bring this up, because I've been wanting to talk about this.
Good. You said in your Twitter account, hey, you know what? If people only knew what was going on, you kind of criticized her as a mother. You said, I'm the one doing all the diapers. I'm the one doing all the work, and Mariah's sort of not around to do these things.
What is she doing?
No,
what does she do? And you said she's a diva in the house.
No, this is what I said.
And she said, I'm going to take away your Twitter account.
I wish she would. No.
She could punish you like a kid.
No, this is what happened. I went on Anderson Cooper and he asked who changed more diapers, and I said me, because I do.
Right.
And it's not like Mariah does way more stuff with the kids than I do. She just don't like changing diapers.
Well,
so I said that, and then this rumor in the Inquirer said that she was going to take my Twitter account away, like I was on punishment or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
No more internet for you.
Yeah, it's never that.
Is that the hard? But is that the hardest part about being married to a woman that successful? I mean, it's almost like, you've got your own success. Yes, but it's still like, oh, Nick, you're sort of marginalized. Mariah calls the shots. You're like a fucking asshole who kind of hangs out there and gets to occasionally. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think I might get a little annoyed by that.
I mean, Howard, you hung out with us. It's not like that. It's like a normal, like, I don't see that. So when I hear that in the media, it's funny because it's not true. If it was true, something like that, it would really bother me. Like, oh, I got to be the man. It's like, my wife plays the position well.
I got a glimpse of the two of you because you came over to my house for dinner, and you guys actually are a very strong couple, and you speak your mind, and it's great to see you happy. But I do notice that Mariah's the show. She carries on constantly.
You know
it's
what
all
I say?
about her, and you sit very quietly.
I always say when she turns hers on, I turn mine off.
You do. I saw it.
Whenever I have, my stages where I can do what I need to do, And when we're together, so there is no conflict. It's like, yo, I love my wife. I want her to shine wherever I am.
The fact
So
that
there's no competition with you?
Never.
in
I
that
don't even
whole
think
thing?
I could compete with that. All that glamour and divaness.
yes, but it is. But sometimes I think you're embarrassed by the divaness. Like you get embarrassed by your
Really?
wealth now. I see you get embarrassed.
Well, because I try to be a humble dude.
You were embarrassed to be renting a house in the Hamptons. You rented this fabulous house. You were embarrassed by you pull up in a fancy car. You're embarrassed by your wealth.
Probably not by the car so much. I like
the
cars.
car was beautiful. But I'm saying you are self-conscious. You cringe a little bit because you're doing a lot of fancy stuff you never thought you'd be doing in your life.
I mean, you have to deal with the same thing because we are people. You know, like we like to be
to be of the people.
Of the people.
And
Right.
to have to be like, all right,
I'm sick of being with the people. I was with the people my whole life.
But I try to downplay it, but you know sometimes you can't. So, but I want to be a regular dude. Like I want to raise my kids in a regular way.
But is it particularly hard also for a black man because you know that a lot of brothers are looking at you and saying, "Oh man, look at Nick. He's not one of us."
Oh, no, they jealous. They wish they had.
Yeah.
I'm married to 𝗻⁻ 𝗃. It's the greatest thing ever.
I get a lot of when I run into friends that I grew up with, I grew up in a very poor neighborhood. They're
Right.
like, "Well, look at you, big shot," you know. But it's like you get a little bit embarrassed. Yes.
I wouldn't say embarrassed is the right word. I mean, because you just want to be able to still do everything that you always done. You don't ever want to change because people automatically think like, oh, you think you this now, you that now, so you can't come hang with us no more. And I love you know, I was at a LA mission the other day just hanging out outside
Right.
with the people who are like that. I'm that dude. Like I like doing
because
that.
isn't that necessary? If you're a stand-up
Absolutely.
comedian and you're going to produce show, you got to be in touch with people.
You have to. Soon, that's what happens to a lot of these comics, man. Like they get all of this money and then they go behind all of these big gates and, you know, lock the doors, and then they're no longer in touch with people, so they're no longer funny.
And when you say
That's
a
what I
reality
think
show,
happened to Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy won't make a peep now.
no, you can't
because-
find Eddie anywhere.
And he's man, I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan in the world, and I just want him to just come out and just
Me
talk
too.
shit to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
I think he's gonna come back though.
He went
has
very
to.
Yeah.
Hollywood. He went very Hollywood.
I want him to come on my show. I do this show, you know, I got a show on MTV called Wildin' Out that we're bringing back, and it's all about it's like the hip hop version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we just roast everybody.
Is Cat Williams going to be a part of it?
We want him to be.
Yeah, I mean, has he gone berserk? He's gone berserk.
I wouldn't say berserk. That's a close friend of mine.
I know Cat.
And I want to like go find him. Like I'm sending out a search party.
What's going on with him? I keep reading reports that he's starting fights with people. He's going
whooping
nuts.
Like if you go to Cat Williams show, you might get your ass whooped.
He
by Cat.
started fighting with the people in the audience. He called them up on the stage and wanted to beat the shit out
He
of them.
hit somebody
Well,
with
the
a
other
microphone.
He
yesterday.
did. I know.
Right.
So
and the other day I read that he was on a 3-wheel motorcycle running from the cops. What is going on?
Hey, I want them. I don't know. I think it's another one of those things. I actually don't think it's drugs.
Right.
I think it's one of those things where I call it access to excess. When you give someone too much of something, whether it's power or something, they just spiral out of control until it no longer.
I mean, when the audience starts bringing bodyguards, you know it's crazy, right? It's a whole backward thing. You know, you're right when you say that a reality show of you and Mariah would probably be the biggest show ever.
We would never do it. Though.
I know that,
but it
because-
would be.
I mean, you've admitted to me that I mean, on the air, that you make love to Mariah's music. That in other words,
Absolutely.
and you masturbate to Mariah's music.
When she's not there.
That's unbelievable to me. I mean, you know what I like about you?
What's your favorite song?
Hero.
I thought she was singing that to me. You know how delusional I am? Robin and I once, after my movie came out, I received the Blockbuster Newcomer of the Year.
Right.
And I was 40-something years old. I was a Newcomer of the Year. And Mariah actually opened the show with Hero.
Right.
And she came out and she was singing it. I said, Robin, she's singing it to me.
To you.
I guess that's a good singer. Makes you feel. No, I think she's really into me.
I
She's
think
singing
everyone
to me.
felt that.
Yeah, and I feel like such a douche because I realized she wasn't there.
Everyone was
But what do you
feeling
mean?
the same way.
Your wife's out of town and you would masturbate to her?
Why not? Don't you masturbate to your wife? Howie?
Yeah, but not.
She's
to her
just not a
singing.
singer.
She cannot sing a lick. Although I think it's charming. But I mean, so you'll put on Hero and you will get some lotion.
I don't light candles and turn. Sometimes you got to be reminded of what's at home.
I always would say to Howie and Sharon, I wonder what Nick does in his dressing room. Now I realize.
When you hear Mariah playing, it's going down.
But is it weird to make love to your wife while Mariah's music is going?
Nah, we don't. I mean, it's not like that's the thing. Like, really, I mean, you're married. You know how that goes. Sometimes there's special nights where you turn the music on, and sometimes it's the morning you roll over and get it popping.
Has Mariah ever walked in on you jerking off to her music? Because I think she would divorce you. Has she actually seen that?
You don't think she would be turned on by that?
I don't know. Because I think about you. And
masturbate?
No. Only when you sing. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about the list of.
Here you go.
No, the list of. I mean, it's got to be hard for Nick Cannon to be a married man on some level, because you were dating some of the. You were on a mad tear.
Yeah, I was getting it in, but you know what? I feel like my wife was. Like, that was it for me. Like, that was my dream girl. So all those other girls were great, but...
Was Mariah creeped out by you when she first met you, in the sense that you go, you're my dream girl? I used to have posters of you on the wall. I mean, because some women would be put off by that.
I think she liked it. I mean, the fact that, someone that... I admired her from afar. And then, I mean, if I was a creepy dude,
right,
probably. But the fact that I was truly a fan of hers, I mean, every entertainer loves someone who really appreciates their craft.
But that does wear off after a while.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I mean, there had to be something real there. I mean, because if you're so enamored, if you literally were the little kid, gazing at her poster and stuff,
right.
I mean, that can't last, that marriage, right?
No, I mean, but because that's the surface of it. But then once it kind of became about our real connection, then that's where it is.
Where were you at in your life when you were dating Kim Kardashian? Where were you?
In a dark place.
Were you?
Nah. It was a great time. I was one of those dudes, man, that it was just...
women came easy to you.
And it was fun.
When you took off your shirt on AGT, who the hell knew this guy was so ripped?
I try to keep it on the low. Well, besides my Twitter page, I'm naked on there. But
because when I would watch you on America's Got Talent before I joined, I'd say, you know what? I think I could beat Nick's ass. I think I could really kick his ass. And I was kind of proud of myself. And then when I saw you with your shirt, I said, this motherfucker will beat the shit out of me.
They never see you coming. That's the best way.
You're a boxer too.
A little bit. I wouldn't call myself a boxer, but that's how I train.
But you would whip my ass very quickly,
Probably,
right?
Quickly, real quick.
Wow. Because you know what? You're very unassuming.
That's what my entire career is that. That's I like to play, play the back, and then when I get my opportunity, that's when I surprise people.
Nick Cannon, what is it? Meanwhile, you're building up. You got the radio thing. You got an empire going.
That's how you do it. Because if you try to throw it out there like, hey, look at me, then those are the people who fall the fastest.
And when a lot of people would probably look at you and go, he can't get shit for girls and this, and then all of a sudden you're dating 𝗦𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, who I think, honestly, why,
here we go.
How do you leave a girl like? I mean, is she such an asshole that
for Mariah?
You were dating Nicole.
Oh my!
And you went.
What do you mean? Oh my!
What do you mean? Oh
my? Well, I mean, for Nicole, it's an oh my.
I feel better.
I know. I actually feel horrible about that. The fact
you were
that you're bringing this up is really.
I didn't know you were dating Nicole and you met Mariah.
Yes. Well, I had already knew Mariah.
Were you in love with Nicole?
Nah, I wasn't in love, but I was in a deep state of likingness.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one you got engaged on TV or something?
Who the hell
was that?
Why y'all keep bringing up this stuff?
Who'd you get engaged to TV?
The Victoria's Secret model.
Wow. So you were in love with her?
I guess I was in. I fall in love with being in love. Like I did this whole. I proposed to her in Times Square in front of the jumbotron. I'm a hopeless romantic. I don't know. I wanted to be in love with her. But
I'm in love with her. I don't even know who she is.
Exactly.
I mean, wow! What a tear you were on.
I was.
Who was?
But I was always respectful. I was honest. That's the thing you have to.
Were you getting a lot of pussy in high school?
I was a nerd in high school, but I knew how to talk to women.
But when you got the stand-up thing going and you started in show business,
I was always funny, and I always liked women that were older than me.
So you were with Kim Kardashian before all this fame of hers, right?
Yeah, right before.
How'd you meet a broad
before
like
the
that?
tape?
Who came first?
I met her like. It was. Well, Ray J had dated her, but nobody knew about the tape. Like,
and Ray J's the guy who fucked her on tape.
Yeah, and then like the whole tape thing kind of came out while
you were dating
her.
her.
I broke out and then got engaged to a Victoria's Secret model.
Well, let me understand this. You're dating Kim Kardashian,
right?
You don't. You knew that she went out with Ray J, but you're like, oh, no big deal.
He was my man. We was cool.
But all of a sudden, you're the guy she's dating when this tape comes out, and it's a porn tape.
Yo, how about this, right?
Yeah.
So we're in like Beverly Hills, and it's me and Kim, and then Ray J's across the street, and he looks at me and tells me, like, because they're not speaking, and he's like, yo, I'm telling you, you think you're having a good time now, but all of that's about to change. And I'm thinking like he's warning me like she's crazy or something.
Right.
He's letting me know he's about to release this tape and the world's going to see.
Oh, my God.
But then I kind of, he's my friend. I took his advice, and I was like, you know what, let me ease back off of this.
Well, before the tape came out, had you and Kim taped at all? Like, did
nah.
you guys get into that? It would have been great. Like the Nick Cannon tape. So, you know what? I got to tell you, I would be exactly like you. If I'm dating a woman, and, you know, she's hot and all that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a sex tape comes out of her. I'm out the door.
See, this
because it would freak me out.
Yeah, it did that.
But is that hypocritical of us?
Yes, but come on. Like, first of all, I was never in a relationship with her. We were just kind of
dating.
And then this was my issue. We talked about this tape, like, because, like, yo, people are telling me you got a tape coming out, and she told me there was no tape.
Oh.
And that's so the real, if she might have been honest with me,
right,
then I might have tried to hold her down and be like, look, that was before me, and she's a great girl. Because she is a great girl.
Right.
She's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But the fact that she lied and told me that there was no tape when there was a tape that came out, and like I still think she might even had a part to play in it. Like,
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
She put it on. Like, she told me, like, I would never do anything like that. That would never happen. And then she was like, well, one time. And then she was like, but I still have it. And then
so she admitted it to you after it all came out.
After it came out.
And that was her way of getting famous in a weird way. She's the world's most famous porn star in a sense.
If
when
you want to
think
put
about
it, I think she's a great businesswoman, if you ask me.
Well, I think you're right. You know, I was saying on the air today, I never cared about 𝗫 Seacrest, but isn't it remarkable that he knew to take this girl and put her on TV? Because it's why didn't
I could have produced that show.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I was going to. I was the one, like, because they have their family dynamic is actually really amazing, and that's why they've become so popular.
With Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, you guys need to do a show, and I had a
Did you say that?
Yeah, I had a deal at the time and everything. But
you did?
Once we kind of went separate ways, I thought that would have been bad.
You mean to tell me when you were dating her, you realized, hey, this family should be on TV?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
Because
she's a nobody, and you knew it.
Well, I mean, obviously you had the whole OJ thing, and then the fact that
the Kardashian name was known.
And then they were just, you know, she was Paris Hilton's best friend at the time, and Paris was Artie. I was like, when are you guys doing the show about your family? I mean, Kris Jenner is an amazing
woman. And you had them
woman.
signed?
Nah, we were all talking about it, and then the whole thing went the other way.
You blew it.
I blew it. Well, I got other shows, Howard.
But that's one that got away.
That is one that got away. For the better, though, because I don't think I would be in the situation I am now, because my wife probably would have been like, I'm not messing with that dude.
Yeah, but isn't that a hard thing to produce? I mean, putting up with these families and the
when you're a television producer, there's a lot of stuff. There's some shows that we're developing now.
How many shows you got?
Right now, we're kind of like half a dozen that we have going. So
I was involved in that, and I had a lot of shows in production. I had like 9 shows. There was no way to make up money with these shows.
You know what it is? It's about, one, it's like obviously having the ability and the power in Hollywood, and then you get that one that's out of here and that they need they need you, so then they have to pay you, and that's when the big bucks come.
Yeah, I put that all aside, but there's a show that I actually had developed, and then some studio just came to me and said, "Oh, we want to buy that." So I think I might get back into a little bit.
You and I want to produce with you, Howard. Let's make some TV.
Well, let's find. Why don't you fuck one of these Kim Kardashian types?
I can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Or we could, since we're both married.
Yes.
We could both do something like that, like the married guys like day off or something.
But the Kim Kardashian. Then you go to 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗄.
Yeah.
She's the next girl you date?
Not the next one.
Where do you meet a girl?
Somewhere
How do you meet her?
L.A.
Oh, my God.
But I actually knew her for quite some time, too. It's a small community in L.A.
See, you're smart in a way, because I would fall in love with a girl like that, because she's so fucking hot to me. I mean, so there must be something wrong with her. Explain to me what it is.
Nothing wrong with her.
No, there's something that just flags something.
Maybe there's something wrong with Nick. How come we always say the
maybe
girl
there's something
has
wrong
that?
with you.
You know, I'm just saying.
We married, man. I'm doing well.
Why do so many guys dump 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗄?
Oh,
I don't think they do. I think she's been in a relationship for quite some time.
Who's she
now.
with?
The race car driver dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is she incredible in bed? Or is she bad in bed, Nick?
It was a while ago, but it was
bad.
No.
What would it be?
She's good. Like all.
Is Kim Kardashian good?
Yeah.
She seems very loving.
She's very nurturing. Let's go there.
And Nicole is, what is the problem? Like, why didn't you fully commit to her?
It had nothing to do with the sex life. It was more about, I honestly, I fell in love with my wife. That's why I said
Where'd you meet Mariah?
I met Mariah, it was weird because, you know, being a fan, people would always ask me, who's your celebrity crush?
Right.
And I would say Mariah Carey because that's that one where people go, yeah, you could never get her. And people would say that to me all the time.
I would have said it to you.
Like, yeah,
Howard
Mariah,
tried
Halle
to date her.
Berry,
Did
all
you
of
tell
those.
him that?
What is that?
Howard tried to date her.
I know you had a thing for her, and then it went bad.
It went sour. It didn't go well.
You guys started going at each other's necks.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
But yeah, I was in.
I was mad at her.
Yeah,
That was the
like,
sexual
she doesn't want me,
tension.
I'm out.
I still can't accept you got her.
Everybody join the club. So that but it was one of those things where at an awards show, she actually walked past me with her entourage, and it's like I heard all those nice things you've been saying about me. I was like, just give me a chance. I could prove to you.
How long did it take you to get into her pants?
Till we got married, man.
Bullshit. Is that true?
It.
Real talk. That's why it happens. I was so used to women just throwing it at me that the one time somebody held back.
She did what? Hold it a second. Tell me
He's not being honest.
I put that on a stack of Bibles.
You swear to God.
I swear to God.
You didn't enter her until your wedding night.
Till the wedding night.
And
Get outta
she
here,
wanted to do
Nick.
that. But why would Mariah want that? Like, wouldn't she want to try out and see if there was chemistry between
Well, I
them?
think she kind of knew I was a sexy beast.
Are you guys very religious? Is that it? Is this a God thing?
We like to say spiritual, but it definitely that plays a part in it. Especially when you're going in for a marriage, you want to do it right. I mean, I definitely think marriage is something that is definitely anointed from God. So if you go into it the wrong way, so I appreciate. Now, of course, I was trying, but she was like, "Nah, I want to wait."
Crazy.
That might be one of the reasons why we got married so fast.
What was how fast did you get married?
It was like a few weeks.
Was it really?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a couple month and a half, 2 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You knew her a month and a half and you got married.
And I was like, I'm going in, Howard.
But did you trust yourself enough to really know her that well after a month and a half? Come on. I mean, that's a crazy.
I'll give you two things because celebrities are crazy. So there was like that crazy, like, hey, we're on top of the world. We can do anything we want to do. There was definitely that, but I feel like there was a solid foundation, like a real connection. Like, yo, I could spend the rest of my life with this woman. I would love for this woman to be the mother of my children.
It's a leap emotionally. Like, you just gotta on faith do something like that. But I bet you don't recommend. I mean, I bet you if your kids grow up and they say we're going to marry someone after knowing them a month and a half,
met,
you would probably be the first one to say don't do it.
Don't do it, because I mean that, like, as we all know, that wasn't the first time I was ever engaged.
Right.
So
But that's what I'm saying.
So again, me being that hopeless romantic, that being in love with being in love, but I found someone that I was equally yoked with, that I was able to say she loves the same things that I love in life, and I really wanted to make a marriage work, and she
Did anyone in your life, did anyone close to you in your life come to you and say, hey, you're crazy? What?
Absolutely. Everyone.
Who said it? Did your dad say it?
My dad said it.
I met your dad, by the way. I had a long conversation with him.
You think my dad's crazy.
He's got some crazy fucking ideas.
Really?
He gets a hold of me in the parking lot. And this guy walks up to me, nice guy, he starts talking to me, and we're having a conversation. I didn't even know he was your dad. And we're just talking about shit, and he goes, listen, man, he goes, I'm going to tell you something. OJ did not kill that woman.
Oh, my God. This is what he brings up?
So I'm going, hey, that all of a sudden triggers something to me. I go, what the fuck am I doing here with this guy? Who is he? I go, who exactly are you? What do you do here? He goes, well, I'm Nick's dad. I go, all right, let me understand you. So let me see.
I'll entertain this for a minute.
Because this might help me get to know Nick a little bit and understand where he's coming from. And I'm talking to this dad, and he's got, I mean, this guy's no bullshit artist. He's got facts, figures like he's with the FBI.
Studies. My dad is one of those conspiracy theorists. Like, he's actually, in his ministry, he's like the end of the world prophecy and an evangelist.
Do you think the world is ending, by the way?
Nah, I mean, on a spiritual level.
Does he think it's ending?
But he thinks it is. Like, I was a kid.
When's the next date that everything's going to end?
Like, we had water and Bibles and crosses. Like, I was that kid. So, but I mean, I understand it, and I definitely, think there's some validity there. But I don't.
He wouldn't let go of me. He was like, listen, man, I'm not bullshitting you. Get over here, and we start talking.
Why is OJ so important when the world's going to end?
Exactly.
To Nick's dad, it is like the most important
because
thing.
He gets in that thing, like, the black man and all of that, and it's...
Does your dad get annoyed when the world doesn't end? Like, is he like, what the hell happened?
At this point, because every time it's supposed to end, it doesn't. So now he's kind of like, I'm not going to say nothing until it happens, then I can be like, I told you.
Yeah, do you ever go up to him and go, Dad, like, can you get off this already? I mean, look, every time we thought it was happening, it
he's
didn't.
Not as bad anymore. Now it's like even though he's like, things are changing, you know what I mean? Just stay close to your word and, put God first and whatever happens.
So when you were a kid, like, would your dad, like, literally, like, get like a bomb shelter somewhere and get set up with water and, like, canned goods and things?
Not that far, but it was crazy because he would be right about a lot of stuff. Like, I remember in, like, the mid-'80s, he was telling me about this thing called the internet and the information superhighway and this guy Al Gore, and then, like, to see oh my God, the guy he's about to be vice president, the guy with this internet thing. So he had some things right.
So even as crazy as you think your dad is, he knew not for you to marry Mariah after a week
in a
and
month.
A half.
Yeah, no. People
Are you close with your dad, or do you see him as
me and my dad are real close. I mean,
does he drive you crazy in the sense?
Nah, not really. I mean, he's only like 17 years older than me, and he's kind of in and out of my life, my entire life. So we got this cool relationship where
You're not angry with him for being in and out of your life?
Nah. I mean, I don't hold grudges. I mean, if I was going to be mad at somebody for things in the past, I'd be mad at everybody.
Did he come back into your life when you were rich?
Nah, a lot of people think that, but that's not what really happened. My dad was always present, even when he wasn't physically present. I mean, I was raised a lot by his mother, and my parents were teenagers when they had me, so I spent some time living with my dad, like in my early, adolescent years and preteen years. And then, he established some good stuff, and then I went back out and went on. By the time I was 16, I was on my own anyway.
I haven't found a guest in the last year who spent any time with their father. It's remarkable.
Or anybody. They've all been raising themselves.
Yeah.
But see, I think that says something about celebrities and, yearning for attention. And
your dad is more like your older brother than...
Yeah, pretty much. I call my grandparents my parents. It's always been that way.
You supporting everybody? Are you supporting...
Supporting everybody, but when people need help, you help them out.
A lot of money.
But that's the purpose of having a lot of money. I mean, that's what I take pride in.
But can you say no to people? Can you say no?
Nah, I have a real problem saying no.
Your dad said no to you when you were young.
He didn't really say no, though, because he didn't have it. If he had it and was keeping it from me, then I'd probably be a little upset. But we was all broke.
Let me
nothing to go around.
Go back to this concept, Nick. By the way, we're sitting here with Nick Cannon, the host of America's Got Talent, and he's way more interesting than you knew, isn't it true? Now you get to know the real Nick.
I know, right? People.
And by the way, he does a great job on America. I've always said this. You do a great job on America.
Even before, it's interesting. Before you were on the show, you would like backhand compliment me. Like you would say I was doing all right, but then you would make fun of the way I talk.
Yeah, I make some fun of you.
But as you should. I got it. I was in on the joke.
But I really do appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's not an easy job. If you think it's easy, it's not.
Live television.
And what really moved me was when I saw you backstage with some of these little kids. And in a very real way, people could grandstand with kids.
Right.
You don't do that.
Nah.
You walked up to the kid and you said, hey, things aren't so bad. And you spoke to him like an adult.
Yeah.
And it was real. And a couple of kids were really upset that you don't even see on TV.
Right, right.
And I saw you spend some time with them, and you were very, very kind to them, and very much thinking of them and not yourself.
Because this is what it's about. Like, I could care less about the cameras when it's that time, especially when you see some of these parents are a little creepy.
Yeah.
You kind of got to connect with the kid. Because I was there. I was a kid that was on these talent show circuits. And,
Who put you in that? Your dad?
My dad, yeah.
There he is again.
But I thank him for it.
He had a theory. He had a theory.
But you have to let them know this is not the end of the world, because they play it like $1 million. This could change your life. And they're hearing that all day long. And then they get on stage and they don't do well. So they think they're failures. And you got to talk to them and connect with them. Like, this is a television show. You're more than this.
I saw you do it, and you did a beautiful thing. And I got to tell you something. I really was a little bit rocked there when I made that kid cry.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mo Money.
Mo Money. I'll never forget Mo Money.
Right,
kid.
no one will ever forget.
I said to Robin the other day, it's good because that kid was 5.
Right.
This year he'll be 6 if he comes back. I won't feel so bad making him cry. 5's a little young. 6.
He's a little tougher.
But I went in there. Listen, if a parent's going to put a kid out there, what am I going to do?
It's the parents' fault.
Someone's got to tell the kid he has no talent.
I love the fact that kids come on the show, but when you see these parents, these stage moms, and it gets a little scary. So I try to connect with the kid. Like, look, there's other things in the world that are more important than you dancing on this stage.
So get back to this for 1 second, because I want to clear this up, because my audience will never forgive me if I don't.
All right.
You say you didn't have sex with your wife until you married her, which is remarkable in this day and age.
Right.
But certainly there's a courtship that goes on for a month and a half, and obviously you make out and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you get to finger her, or does she give you a hand job?
None of that.
What?
None of
Nothing.
that.
You didn't get a hand job or a blow job before.
Nah, because
so you didn't even know if your wife was good at blow jobs.
No, I mean, but it was Mariah Carey. I could care if Mariah Carey gave a bad blow job, I'm still going in.
Really?
It's like, I didn't care. In my mind, like, I'm with it.
Your penis doesn't know it's Mariah Carey.
Either way, it's one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the planet.
Were you nervous your wedding night? Because here you're saying you did kiss.
I was excited.
Did you feel her up before the wedding?
Yeah,
a little bit.
You make
over
out
the shirt.
Yeah, it was only over the shirt.
You never even touched her under the shirt.
Nah, but see, that's the thing.
Wow, this is so spiritual.
It was so different because, my other, because, we were jet setting and traveling and stuff, so I would be back home, like, be other chicks and stuff like that, but this was the one woman that was like, yo, none of that's going down. Did you feel like
maybe she could even be gay or something?
Nah, none of that. I knew what her values were, and I knew what, when you think about my wife and, like, her being married at a very young age for some time, so she went from really being a child to being married, and then had never experienced all of that craziness.
Does she badmouth her first?
I value
Does
that.
she badmouth her first husband?
Not at all.
Not at all. You don't hear that.
Not at all. We never even talk about it. Never comes up.
Right. That's not an issue.
Yeah,
It's
and
as
I
if
speaks highly of him when, you know, as a businessman and how he ran records and all that.
Did she say, "Oh, but your penis is so much bigger"?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She better say that.
But you know what's weird about what you're saying in this day and age? I mean, not even. I mean, so there you are on your wedding night.
Right.
And it really is a true wedding night in every sense of the word. And Mariah walks out. Is she in a special outfit on your wedding night?
Absolutely. My wife, she has a lingerie closet. Like, that's her thing. Like, when it's time to get sexy, it goes down.
Really? So you know when she wants it?
Oh, yeah.
She'll walk in the room, Nick.
The lingerie, I told you, the music, the
Hero
candles.
goes on, that's it.
All that. Rainbows. It's crazy.
and
she can arrange for rainbows? That is big.
She's very wealthy. So she walks in the room.
Yes.
High heels on, the whole look.
Whole shebang.
I love that.
Best night of my life.
Okay, so she walks in on the wedding night. She's in her trousseau.
Yes.
And if there is such a word.
Yes.
And so,
I don't know what that is, but
I don't
she was
either.
in it.
And she walks in it. And it would have been great, though, if like she pulled down her pants and had a penis or something.
Oh,
man. It would have been great. But, or she had no vagina. Like, something weird. Like,
yeah, she was like a Barbie doll.
Were you nervous on your wedding night?
I was excited. So it was just, I mean, obviously it was the most amazing day ever. And then, you know, we were in our house in the Bahamas and stuff, and I was like, yo, this is
Was the
paradise.
sex awkward?
Nah, not really.
Really?
I mean, obviously when it
first time
took a minute to get going, but you know, that's what they...
And did you say to yourself, uh-oh, I made a mistake for just a brief second when it was awkward?
Nah, you just got to make sure. I had to make sure everybody, you know, the situation was comfortable. So I did everything I needed to do to make sure it was right.
Were you able to satisfy your wife to orgasm the first time?
On the first time.
You were?
How does he know?
Yeah, what you mean, how do I know, Robin? It's the reaction.
Is that true?
See, Robin, you and I got to talk about...
But is that true? I have been with women. I have been with some beautiful women where you get into bed with them and there is absolutely zero chemistry.
Now, I'm a younger man than you are, Howard, but I'm going to have to school you real quick.
Please.
When a woman has an orgasm, everyone in the room knows.
Is she that loud?
Not even about being that loud. It's just what really happens to the woman's
Physically,
body.
yes.
Yeah, like you got to get them to a point where they can't even walk to the bathroom after.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I believe that of you. I see the physical shape you're in.
I don't stop until the mission is complete.
So you can hold out for a half hour?
Yeah.
With Mariah Carey, you can hold out a half. That's an insult.
But this is because it's the process. Like, see, people think it's all about, you know, the action. It goes from the foreplay all the way to the very end.
But I've been with women, they say, give it to me hard. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? You know what I mean?
Eventually you get to that. You know what I mean? It's all about you warm it up, and then when it's time to go in. And
but when you're thrusting, and I asked a guest this yesterday, it helped me, and don't be a joke about it.
Absolutely.
When you're thrusting that rapidly,
right?
Because the woman, in order to get off, she needs it rapidly.
Right.
How do you keep from just exploding?
It's always about a timing thing. And I actually don't think it's all about just like to give a woman an orgasm about the rapid thrusting. Yeah. It's about the build-up. It's anything. It's like that as an entertainer. You can't just give them all your best punchlines right there, and you build them up, you work them up, you get them excited. Once she's excited, then you go in for the rapidness, and by that time, you've had so much time of the whole excitement is there, and you there to work. You ain't got to worry about...
Because I start to shift around just a little bit of movement, and everything happens. It explodes.
See, because that's the problem.
Yeah.
You're thinking about your movement. If you think about, yo, let me please her, let me make it all about her, then you're no longer thinking about you, and then you could go all night if you need to.
Wow, I've never experienced that.
You've never stopped thinking about you.
Stop thinking about yourself, Howard.
You compare it to
Think
comedy.
about the woman.
I do my closing joke immediately.
Exactly.
You go right to my best stuff. I don't like to hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why you got to treat an audience. If you just go out there and just say, oh, yeah, I'm here, they're like, yo, he's giving me too much too fast, and then you throw off it. But if you work yourself into it, and by the time you get there, you hit them with the finale.
Nick, we need a superstar in America's Got Talent.
Yes.
We really do.
The dogs, were you really, come on, let's
I told you,
all bullshit aside, were you happy with the dogs winning?
I thought the dogs were a great act. but I do not think that they should have won. I was rooting for Tom Cotter, the comedian. He was terrific.
That would have been so much better for you because you would have been able to be like, I found a person that is a legitimate star. You can't bring the dogs on your show and interview them.
Well, many times the producers would even say to me, you know, you don't want to sit there and tell the audience who to vote for. But why can't I tell the audience who to vote? I want to say I
thought that's what you were going to do.
I did do that, but the audience didn't listen.
You did a great job of that. I think people have to really watch how you were an amazing judge, like better than any of these other judges. Because one, you were extremely honest. You never pulled back, even when it came to the kids, 6-year-old kids. And you gave real constructive advice. It wasn't like, oh, you're cute or change your outfit. You were like, yo, you should do this. You should be more topical. You should, and it made all of the acts better. And you made it difficult to choose from. And the one act that you couldn't give criticism to was the dogs, and they're the ones that ended up winning.
Well, you know, I felt like I could be, I really thought I could make a difference and be like a mentor, you know, but you know, you even talk about the way people dress and stuff. I was talking about this morning. The song, Rihanna has a #1 hit right now. Yeah. It's, you know, the Diamond song.
Shine bright like a diamond.
A woman named Sia wrote that.
Diamonds in the sky.
And I played a track today of this woman, Sia, singing her own song. She does a beautiful job. But the reality is, she's probably a woman in her 40s or 50s. She's not particularly glamorous like Rihanna. She probably sings it just as good as Rihanna. And I sometimes want to say to these kids, you know, it is show business. You do have to have a look.
It's about being a star. You got to stand out.
I'm going to be way more honest this year.
You have, well, you're honest enough, but even if you go in and kind of, I would think, and that's why I'm really excited that you came back, because these judges on television, especially, like, they're more concerned about their own career.
I don't care about that.
You've made it. You're the best at what you do, and people should only be, like, they should be grateful to hear you give them advice. So I think we'll find a star this time.
I think so, too. I'm really committed to this.
Oh, this all depends on what they bring you, though.
But no, that's the thing.
They better bring us somebody good.
Yeah. I mean, so many people. And like, what are you looking for, Howard? Like, are you looking for a band? I heard you said a magician.
You know what? I thought it was really weird last year. I was looking for a band, and we ended up finding a good one. It was that guy with the earth harp, that weird sort of instrument, and he started putting it together with a band. We saw that guy grow. Yeah. He deserved to win, too.
He did, and it's all about, because, you know, it's middle Americas. What are they really looking for? Because the people in New York and L.A., we have different tastes than, you know,
I
the
might
people
go
in
on America's Got Talent and say point blank, people in middle America, I'd prefer you didn't vote. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had enough of your bullshit. You picked a bunch of fucking dogs. What's wrong with you?
It's true.
Nick, speaking of Rihanna.
Yes.
A good friend of yours. And part of being famous is that you have great celebrity friends.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Will Smith and JD. You're over there. You're hanging out. Chris Brown is a friend of yours.
Good friend of mine.
Now, how do you deal with that? I had a friend. I'm going to tell you something.
Do you ever for a moment have a question as to whether you should keep this friendship?
Nah, why? I can't judge him. I talked to him right after that happened. And I felt bad for him because I feel like the media, he was searching for his friends. You know what I mean? Because everybody was like, oh, and I came out, I was like, there's never any reason to ever put your hands on a woman.
Right.
But Chris Brown is not a monster that the media is making him out to be. And I stand by that today. I talk about that in my stand-up.
Well, how do you know that?
One, because I know him. Right. And then two, it's like, look, this is my thing. If we're going to kind of create a monster out of every celebrity that's involved in domestic violence and all that stuff, then we got to be mad at Sean Penn. We got to be mad at Tommy Lee.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
We are.
But
absolutely am.
So many, but those people, we can almost like forget about Charlie Sheen, and we kind of praise Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen shot somebody, didn't he?
But like we forget, like, entertainers are crazy. So why are we putting him up on a pedestal anyway? Of course we don't want to glamorize it, but he's not a monster.
He's not.
No, he's a young man that needed help at the time, and he was searching for someone to reach out.
How did you help him? How did you help him?
One, by just being a friend, and then two, like, just don't. It's not fair for us to put him in that sense. I mean, I think like him going on Larry King with a bow tie on, that's ridiculous. Like somebody like he got neck tattoos and a bow tie. That's a fashion faux pas right there.
You would have advised against that.
Don't do that.
Don't change your whole personality.
It's
like a guy goes to court and all of a sudden he looks like he's 12 years old. Right?
So, but the thing was, he needed direction.
Right.
And I think he's on a great path now, but I don't think he's a monster. And I think.
But Nick, would you let your daughter date a guy who hit her?
Absolutely not.
Right.
That's my daughter.
Right.
Like, so.
And you would never talk to that guy again.
I would.
If Chris Brown
if Chris Brown hit my dog, he's not living anymore.
Right, exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
But that's how I would deal with the situation. Some people would think that's not the best way for me to deal with it, but I know that situation was a horrible situation. It should have never happened. It should have never been glamorized in the media. But I feel like everyone latched onto it and saw this situation and said, "Oh, we're gonna capitalize off of it." When
don't you think Rihanna's weird for staying with the guy?
She's in love, Howard. There's young girls fall in love all the time.
If she was my daughter, I'd say to her, "I'm not allowed. I'm gonna lock you up in a cage and never let you out."
There must be some issues there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to dig a little deeper to figure out. You can't blame all of this on just one person on one side. There's something going on that, it's a situation. We all have our issues. We all need some sort of counseling. And they need help, and if they have that connection, let them find it.
So
together.
You hang out with those two, huh?
I mean, not as of recently. I haven't. I see Chris a lot. I see, but they're doing what they do.
All right, give me the over/under when he'll explode again.
Oh,
I don't think he's gonna. He's not exploding. It's like, why does it have to be exploding?
She's gonna do something wrong.
And you think he's going? I think he'll never lay his hands on another woman.
You think
ever
he learned
again.
his lesson? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Let's
the thing.
hope.
But think about it. He was in a situation where he saw someone abusing his mother as a child. Like, that's someone who needs help. That's not someone who we just put out there and every time we interview and we talk about hitting a woman. Like, that's.
Do we have to help everybody?
Yes, Robin. We do. That's why we're here, to help each other.
Oh, that's why we're here?
Yes.
I thought it was to eat really good dinner.
Criticize and point fingers.
I thought it was to just bash people on the radio.
I want you to come on Wildin' Out. I want you to come.
What is Wildin' Out?
Wildin' Out, it's an improv comedy show where we bring celebrities on and we just wild out.
I don't want to do that, Nick.
You would be great.
No,
you're so quick and witty to improv.
I don't like it.
All your listeners, I can feel them now. They're like, "Yo, Howard would be amazing on Wildin' Out."
I'm just afraid of Cat if he shows up. I can't handle it.
I'll separate you two.
For additional audition dates and to pre-register, go to agtauditions.com.
Yes.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Nick also has a radio show.
Yes.
You do the countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Yeah.
That's going on.
I'm coming for 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿. All of that.
You believe
my countdown show is better than his.
You want to be more successful than him.
I am more successful than Ryan. He might be making more money than me right now, but I mean, that's the thing. People always compare us, and I love him, but I think I do a little bit more than Ryan.
How many Twitter followers do you have?
I don't have as many as 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿.
No, seriously, isn't it like something like
4 million?
Almost 4 million.
Yeah.
That's bigger than a radio audience in many respects. That Twitter is very powerful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more though.
You want to get more?
I want like 8 million at least. That's what I'm trying to get.
Is Mariah like an American Idol? Is she digging this?
I think she likes it. She likes the idea.
I feel she doesn't like it.
It's like she doesn't like all of that drama. She's like, I didn't sign up to be on Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Like, she wants to be there to help people and find a new star like you do. Like, imagine like if you came on the show.
Go ahead.
And then I was like, man, fuck Howard Stern. He ain't shit. Like, and then you'd be like, what? I didn't sign up for this. Like, I'm trying to fight you and all of that.
Is that what's going on?
I think it's all calm now because I think they recognize that's not good for the Nicki Minaj brand either.
Do you get like crazy when you see your wife being attacked like that?
You know, my first instinct, because, you know, I talk a lot of shit, like, so I wanted to get out there and get in it, but I, you know,
Right.
cooler heads prevailed, and like, I'll let them handle that. And I always say my wife is the strongest, classiest woman in the world, so I knew she would handle it properly. But I want Nicki Minaj on Wildin' Out too. Like, let's go.
Do you think that they're going to show all of that on TV? Because that was during tape segments. Do you think they'll show this battle?
I think now when they see that like, it got all the attention that they wanted, but they don't want to take the attention away from what the show is really about. So I think they'll produce it properly. They'll allude to it, but they'll never go in and show. I
think you were surprised Mariah actually agreed to do American Idol, because you even said at the time they couldn't afford her.
I didn't think they, and I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, she's doing a new album right now, and it's just the timing is perfect. But if you would ask my wife, you know, 2 years ago or something, like, would she do American Idol? She'd be like, nah, but it's that timing is right.
It's
right
an
now.
Excellent venue for introducing new music and all kinds of stuff.
And I think also she's excited because people don't know how great of a songwriter she is, or they always talk about the diva and the performer, but she produces every one of her albums and she writes all of her songs, and it's like,
where
wow.
does she write them? Does she ever write them in front of you?
Yeah, she writes them at home. We got a studio at the house.
How does that work out, though? Like, I mean, does she walk around with like a piece of paper and start writing?
She has a recorder, and like then she'll go in the studio and shut the door and write, and she
at home
carries her notebook and she writes.
So
she's an amazing writer.
So
that exact note.
Is that it? Nicki Minaj would never be invited over to your house for dinner, though.
Not anymore.
No.
Maybe. I mean, before, like, they were cool, and then that she kind of exploded.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting to have another woman on there. I think she was going to be
my wife didn't expect it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. See, this is where, and I've talked about this a few times too. I think it's unfair that she signed on thinking, you know, even if you saw the season before, it was Jennifer Lopez and
two dudes.
Yeah.
Steven, Tyler, and Randy.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, yeah, I'll get, and that's how they sold it to her. They kept saying, you're the star of the show. You're the centerpiece. We're so grateful to have Mariah Carey. You know, you're going to re-energize the show.
Right.
And then they introduce another female at the last moment. That was dishonest of the network. So I think.
Did she tell them that? Did she say, hey, come on, guys?
Absolutely. And they were like, you know, well, we didn't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
And then she goes on set, and the next thing you know, she's getting the shit beaten out of her.
Exactly. She was like, see, I did not sign up for this.
Was Mariah afraid for her life? But when she came home to you,
my wife's a gangster. I don't think she was worried about that.
No, but I mean, come on.
She was afraid for her brand.
Right.
When you think about it, it's like, why should anyone have to put themselves in that situation to where you're talked down to, you're disrespected, and especially someone of my wife's caliber, you know?
You know what's weird? They went to all this trouble to get her, and they probably had to woo her like crazy.
Yeah,
and
The Voice, everybody wanted her.
And then they stick her in with Nicki Minaj out of the clear blue and don't even, and sort of blindside her with it.
Yeah. It's like, they said, I heard a radio DJ say this, it was like, they said they had the filet mignon, and they just doused it with ketchup.
It's bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, they represented one thing. It's hard for her. I wonder if she'll even if it's successful as hell, I wonder if she'd do it again because she feels betrayed.
She feels like a lot of people, they led her the wrong way. But I think she's going to make the best of it.
Right.
And she's going to be an amazing judge. And, you know, I think they figured it out at this point. I think it's fine. And, you know.
Is she exhausted from it?
Nah, she loves it.
She loves it.
She loves being able to connect with the fans and inspire young performers.
Howard, you're the only one who gets exhausted.
Oh, I'm exhausted already. We haven't even started.
He's already complaining about AGT.
I was like, I don't know if Howard's coming back because this is a lot on him.
Well, you know, because when you do those morning hours,
man,
that anything that goes on at night feels like torture.
Absolutely.
And so I really enjoy doing the show. I enjoy working with you. It's great. I love the idea of it, and you know I love the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what the hell am I doing in my life?
Yeah.
And I imagine Mariah's like that because she's got 2 little kids at home.
Yeah, so she does. And even in that whole Nicki Minaj thing, like she actually said, it's like, I could be at home with my kids right now. You're keeping me from my kids and I'm
having a bad time.
Yeah, like that's like, you don't want to ever do that. So I think think they figured it out, and you know, my wife has prioritized knowing that like family's first, and you know, the schedule isn't that grueling yet, but we'll see what happens when they get to the live shows.
Is your dad allowed to talk to Mariah?
I kind of monitor that.
Yeah, like you don't leave him alone with her, do you?
Never. I even talk about that in my stand-up. I'll be like, "Hey, Dad, you gotta chill, man."
Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean, imagine him coming over and start doing the whole OJ rap and everything. I mean, he's crazy.
And then, because my wife is my wife, so she's, you know, my dad be like, "Man, your wife look beautiful." Hey, man, chill with calling my wife beautiful.
Yeah, I know you're like my older brother, but calm the fuck down. Well, I tell you, it's wonderful.
Does she have any friends? What is he doing?
Yeah, like he's dating. Hook me up with one of Mariah's friends, son. No.
It must be a crazy life, though. Nick, it must be a wild life.
It's fun, man. It's a blessing. It really is. I'm having the best time.
You hang out with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or
nah? They're weird.
They are.
No, I don't know them.
I don't know. I wonder. I mean,
have you ever hung out with them?
No. I mean, I met
him in passing.
I saw him at Brad Gray's wedding for 2 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to find normal people in entertainment.
Who's your most normal Hollywood friend?
You.
Beside me.
I'm trying to think, because what do you like? Like the people I came up with, like Kevin Hart, who's doing amazing now as a comedian. One of my best friends ever. Like, we're doing a mock reality show right now called Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Right.
And we make fun of all of that. But I think, I don't know, who's the most normal?
Big Hollywood celebrity friends.
I consider Will Smith normal.
Will Smith?
I think he's normal. Like, I think sometimes people take his little sound bites and take them out of context, but he's a normal dude.
Nick and I will definitely be back on America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
that's right.
And some hot chick on there too.
Some hot chick.
What if they put a hot chick next to you?
She could give me and Howie hand jobs.
Nice. Now that's ratings.
No, you know, whether, I mean, from
a family
Howie
show.
says
sure,
he might, what if it's 2 chicks and Howie's not back?
Hey,
you're
on to something right there.
That's right.
That could be. That's not on television right now.
What if it was
you in the middle, 2 beautiful chicks on the side?
What are you going to tell Mariah if it's 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗿𝗃?
I hope not. That would be.
How about if the 2 judges are Kim Kardashian and 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗃? That'd be good.
Oh man, that'd be a tough show.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you
Nick's
again.
always backstage.
Yeah, I've never come out.
Have you taped any promotional pieces with Howie's name in it yet?
Nah.
No.
Not yet. Are you alluding to you think Howie might not be on the show?
I think he will be. I actually do.
He was here yesterday.
Howie said he hasn't been asked.
He said he hasn't heard a word.
Is that why you said he was depressed? Is that why?
He's depressed. He's just on antidepressants.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's just
I love Howie. He's one of the best to ever do it.
I think he's terrific.
Yeah.
I do. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be there with you.
You and I will be there.
And we're pros.
Maybe you two will be the judges.
Maybe it should just be us.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
You and every judge seat.
Yeah, I'm telling you that would not. The New York Post ran a great picture of me and every judge. I like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, believe me, I have no time for those other judges. I don't even care about what they have to say.
Absolutely.
I heard they might bring 4 judges, which would be insufferable.
Too much.
It's too much.
I heard Simon said that last year, and I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. How about 19 judges? We just sit there all day and judge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about 1 contestant and 500 judges?
Yeah, that's it. I like it, Robin. Now you're on to something. All right. Anything you want to say?
Nah, man. Except for we need to get you on Wildin' Out. That's what it's about.
All right. Well, let me see what's happening.
We'll see what it is. At least stop by. We're shooting in New York this year.
Is that right?
January. Howard Stern Wildin' Out could be amazing.
Yeah. God only knows what that would be.
Just got it's the hood though. It's
now.
Real hood. So,
listen,
but you from the hood.
Who knows more about the hood?
Roosevelt be representing
That's
up
right.
in there.
Ask Eddie Murphy about the hood. We're both very glad to be away from that hood. If we never see that hood again, we'll both be very, very pleased men.
Nobody's going home.
We can get you and Eddie on Wildin' Out and be the Roosevelt episode.
Well, Flav still lives there, you know.
Well, Flav is a gangster.
That's it. Yeah. But he doesn't want to leave the hood. I do. I still have nightmares about the hood.
I mean, because it wasn't a good experience for you.
No.
You grew up like me, like you got beat up in school and stuff like that. But it makes us better people.
But
it makes us stronger.
I was the outcast. I was the white guy in an all-black neighborhood.
But that's usually that turns out for the better because you get all the swag.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like you get all the black swag, but you still get the privilege of being a white man.
Nah, it was bad.
It went the other way?
Yeah, I would try to date black girls.
Right.
And
you're still kind of attracted to like girls with big asses and stuff.
Well,
Come on, because that's how you grew up.
No, the girls would be like, we'll get our asses kicked. What are you, fucking crazy? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was a nightmare.
But still, it was your experience, Howard.
Yes.
It made you the man that you are today.
Me. That's right.
Exactly.
Look at me. Look at the man.
Yeah, what would have happened if you had gotten all
I know.
those
What if you went to an all-white school?
I did it. My parents moved to a white school, and I was even more of an outcast. I was like, these fucking white people, they're weird. I hadn't been exposed to white people before, and they were just fucking crazy.
Yep.
And I couldn't talk
Now
in
you know
class.
what we go through.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrible being black in a white world? I mean, I can't take it. I'm moving back to Africa. All right, look. Enough. You had enough fun here.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Now you go out and work out for the next 7 hours.
Exactly.
So you can have an 8-pack. You can embarrass me on that show because I have no pack. All right. Nick Cannon, everybody.
Yes.
Check him out on America's Got Talent and everywhere else that you see him.
Yeah.
And soon to be giving first looks to NBC on all of his projects. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick.
Yes.
May I talk to you for a brief moment?
Okay.
All right. You know firsthand how much work goes into doing your own radio show.
Absolutely.
So what do you, in your opinion, what do you think makes Howard so great at his craft?
That he's just him, man. He just comes in and he's honest, he's open, and he's himself. And like obviously all the bells and whistles around him, like he's in control. When you feel like somebody's in control, that's when you know they're doing their job well.
You can hear his confidence through the airwaves.
Absolutely.
Speaking of confidence, he grew in leaps and bounds during his first season at America's Got Talent.
You think so?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because at first it's the nerves that can shake you.
Right.
And then once you get over the nerves, then you get to be who you are. So he probably like just the whole idea of being on television and what to do and all of that. And then once he kind of threw that out the window, he was the regular Stern that you get here every day.
Is there anything you think he can improve upon for season number 2?
Nah, man. I'll just keep bringing what he brought last year. Being honest, not caring how old the contestants are, what they're doing, just looking for that new star.
All right, man.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Mr. Mandel.
Hey.
Nice to see you,
Good
sir.
morning. It's good to be here.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
How are you today?
I feel good. I'm not tired. It's a long day. I'm supposed to have like a makeup person here.
Oh, she's right in here.
Hi, are you my makeup person? Have you washed?
Well, I have antibacterial.
No. You have anti what?
Antibacteria hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just, I'm a germaphobe. I don't know, but they're gonna. I always like to wear makeup on the radio. Because I want to sound like I look good.
It's very important.
It is. How are you? No, I'm doing a lot of things, so I don't have time to do that. Hi, what's your name?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
I know. So, are you going to start now?
Yeah, you could sit here if you want.
I will. I'll sit wherever you want me to sit.
Do you mind if I talk to you during this process?
Please talk to me during the process. Is this a process?
I don't know.
Is it going to be a process?
No.
Look, she's sanitizing. Thank you, Anna.
No problem.
For whatever it's worth, I don't think you need any makeup, sir.
Are you flirting with me?
A little bit.
No, I need makeup. We're going from here to the Today Show, and then I'm going over to Kelly and Michael, and then I'm doing Hoda and Kathy, and then I'm getting on a plane and I'm doing The Voice, and then my show premieres tonight. I'm doing a
Take It All.
Take It All.
Premiering tonight.
Premiering tonight. It's an event. It's a 6-day event. You know, do you realize I'm involved in an event?
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, I mean, I read the schedule.
I read the schedule. You said that you were going to talk to me during the process.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to be speaking out loud?
I get a little.
Supposed to?
I get a little flustered.
Am I supposed to be?
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while, and sometimes I choke.
Were you talking to me and I wasn't hearing?
No. I was thinking of my next question, and I'm realizing how slow-witted I am.
That's so weird. I was thinking of my next answer. I hope they match.
Well, I was going to say you're a bit of a press warrior today, and it all starts here with
It always begins.
your fellow co-host,
It starts here.
Mr. Howard Stern, your co-judge, I should say.
Judge. I sat on the plane coming here. I'll tell him, but with Carrie Ananaba. How do you say her name? How do you say her last name? I know her name's Carrie Ann.
I can't pronounce it
Do you
either.
know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
The judge from Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay, yes.
Carrie Ann, I think it's Inaba. Carrie Ann Inaba. I think. So the whole 5-hour flight, we just sitting together, just just judging. What do you think of the Peanuts? Peanuts. You judged everything. Look how my seat reclines. Is this a good pillow? What do you think of the movie? What do you think of the people in 16D?
So today's all about Take It All, but do you anticipate some America's Got Talent discussion as well?
Oh, come on.
I think
You
that's
think he'd bring that up?
I'm 50-50. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm pretty...
You only think it's 50-50 that he's going to ask about America's Got
Yeah,
Talent?
yeah. That's
Then
my
you're-
best.
Then you're stupid.
And I'm here every day, and that's my best estimate. That he'll only talk maybe
Then you are
50-50.
stupid.
I am very slow-witted.
I'm sorry. Slow-witted is the term.
It's politically
You're
correct.
stupid. I'm sorry. You don't want to be called stupid.
No.
You want to be
That would be
referred to
insulting.
as slow-witted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll
That
just call you SW.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, HM. SW signing out here. I'll let you get to the man himself. You look ready to roll. You look ready to roll.
You can't tell if she's finished. How do I
One
look?
second, one more.
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? That's what you've done to me? Beauty? I'm beautiful? I'm stunning. I'm stunning.
All right, let's go to Howie.
So you know how Howie's like insane? So he just told me he's here, then he goes to Today Show, then he goes to Kelly and Michael, then he goes to Kathy and Hoda, and then he gets on a plane to do the talk, which I think is live.
You know what? Someone at AGT told me Howie was really got to him, the traveling to New York for the show. But I'm like, look at the amount of travel. He
Well, the other thing
travels all the
is
time.
he does gigs every week, and so maybe in addition to...
Maybe, I don't know, but why would that be the one piece of travel that problem's about? All right, Howie Mandel is here. Howie, it's so good to see Howie because I feel Howie
You've
and I...
missed him, haven't you?
I have missed Howie. Let me see him. He looks different. You know, I do miss you. No, I'm just kidding. You're not. This is outside of AGT. I'm used to seeing you at the judging panel.
No.
Let me look at you. You look good. You're in shape.
I'm in shape. The shape that I've chosen.
I love Howie. I really do. And what is going on, Howie? Honestly, what is happening?
Are you coming back?
AGT. I was having a hard time deciding. Because of all the travel.
But what does Howie have to do?
Because of all the travel.
Yeah, I had to travel to Jersey.
Through a tunnel.
It took me like an hour and a half.
I said this to you when we were on the air. It's very funny because Sharon and I last year would, we're neighbors. So we would go to the airport, we'd get on a plane, we'd fly for 5 hours, they'd drive us into the city, we would get changed at the hotel, then we'd have to go drive through the tunnel, go to Jersey and do the show. And we would walk into the building, and you would walk in exasperated.
Exhausted.
Going, can you believe there's traffic?
I know. It's crazy. And you know what? I realize now how insensitive that was of me. Because really, you guys...
And then they would say to us, because Sharon and I had dressing rooms on either side, you would come in and go right to meditation and sleep.
Because they took an hour trip.
Right. And they would say, shh, he's resting. Don't wake up. He's resting. We just traveled like 8 hours.
Well, I couldn't figure out how you weren't resting. I would be in a coma.
You know what I'm doing today?
Yeah, you're insane.
Howie's
promoting a new TV show, a game show. But before we get to that,
we won't talk about it.
I will talk about it. But you're promoting it. You're leaving here.
Right.
Then you go to the 𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱 show.
No, the
Today Show.
Today Show.
After the Today Show, you go to the 𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱 show.
It's not called Kelly and Michael by you?
Kelly and Michael. What do I know?
Yes.
And then you're hopping on a plane.
No, then Hoda and
Kathy Lee
hopping on a plane, doing The Voice.
The Voice?
Yeah. Live.
What are you doing on The Voice?
Promoting to say, stay tuned and watch my show, Take It All. It's coming up next.
Will you sit in the audience?
I will sit in the audience and talk to Carson.
They put the microphone on you.
Yeah.
And then they say, hey.
Because, a lot of people DVR these things and they won't watch the commercials.
Right.
Or they get up during the commercials. So I am a living commercial within the show.
And then you will go to, then there's another show you're doing after The Voice, right?
My show, Take It All.
Oh, then you do the show live?
No, but I will. But there is a live. Yeah, I have a tendency to tweet live during shows.
Yeah, no. Did you hear Steve-O on the show the other day? He was criticizing you for giving out your Twitter.
Yeah,
that was great.
He said you weren't doing your job. You were busy with Twitter.
He said he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. He's doing good on his show, right? He's got the killer karaoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a gentleman. You never get into wars with people.
Well, why would I get into war with him?
What's going on here? Now, honestly, I had heard through the grapevine.
Right.
I hear. You know what it is? When I don't see people for a while, I hear rumors.
Okay, what was the rumor?
I heard that, and be honest about this.
I will be. I have no...
I didn't know this because you're not a complainer type.
I don't complain.
But the rumor I heard is that you were really getting upset with America's Got Talent, not because you were mad at me or jealous of me, because that was in the tabloids, but because the travel was getting to you, that the actual coming to New York every week, it was a little bit much for you.
Rumor.
Was it true?
No, rumor.
Rumor. Because you travel everywhere.
Look what I'm doing today.
Why are you doing... I know you want your show to be successful, the game show. I'm sure you own it, right?
Well, this is one I'm sitting... I just came in the green room. I'm with a guy named 𝗪𝗏𝗏, who's the executive producer of that show. Him and I have been partners on show. He did Deal or No Deal. He's the guy that brought me on to Deal or No Deal.
What's the name of that company? I forget.
Well, that was End Them All, but that's not...
Okay.
But when we developed this show, I said I want to put together this same team. So this one I developed.
Right.
I own.
You came up with the concept?
Well, when you hear the concept, I didn't come up. It's a concept. You know what it is? It's secret. You know what Secret Santa is?
Yeah, sure. We did it here because I was sick of getting everyone gifts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
did I steal your idea for TV?
No. Secret Santa. We all know what Secret Santa is.
Right. So,
Yeah.
well, Secret Santa, or it's called 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 or White Elephant. You know, when you
Right.
go to parties and you start exchanging gifts.
Yes.
And then you don't think yours is good, so you steal somebody else's, and then
Yes.
you could take that. I thought, why hasn't this been done on television? Because it makes up for a whole party. What if you made it for hundreds of thousands of dollars and people could steal from each other?
So, in other words, I go on the show. I'm a contestant.
Right.
You're the host.
Right.
I win a prize.
No, you just take a prize.
You take a prize. Do
You
I know
don't-
what the prize is? Or
Not
is it-
until it's open. You know, you can open it. You pick it. There's icons. But the prizes are, so you take a prize. You go, I want the green one. We open up the green one. It's a brand new Mercedes.
All right. So I just won a Mercedes.
You have a Mercedes.
I now own it. And I
Yes.
can't leave, though. I have to continue playing. Can I bow out? Can I just take my Mercedes
No.
and run? No.
No.
Of course not.
There's 5 contestants.
Right.
Then somebody else gets something, or they come out and they go, I want your Mercedes.
And they could have gotten a shitty prize.
Well, or they can take yours unless you want to.
Now, if I just won a Mercedes, the guy says, I want your prize. I get in my new Mercedes and I drive over him and kill him. And then I would win the show.
You've seen the show.
That's right.
No,
But
you
what
know,
happens?
people,
So
okay.
so I get a Mercedes. The
Right.
other guy has, I don't know, a washing machine.
Yeah.
And
Whoever ends up at the end of the round with the least valuable prize gives it back and goes home.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now there's 4. Now there's 3.
Yeah, but
And then
how
there's
do
2.
how do they
How
get
do
my
you
prize?
get? Yeah.
What do you mean?
In other words, how does some guy end up with my Mercedes? I have to give
How
it to
does
him?
somebody wind up with everything?
No,
Yeah.
you come out.
Yeah.
I've got, there's 5 players, 5
ahead.
prizes.
This
Okay.
is fucking complicated.
No, it's not.
How did you pitch this
This
to the
is
network?
easier than Deal or No Deal. Well,
Is
because
it?
you keep asking questions.
Deal
Yes.
or no deal was easy. I
No,
gave
this
a
is
suitcase.
easier. This is easier. You get my.
Explain it again.
5 players.
I got a Mercedes.
If you let me talk, it'll be easy.
Well, why would I let you do that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You're not explaining it well. Honestly, I don't think you know the game.
When you go to a party, how do you get a prize in Secret Santa?
Someone says, here's a prize for you.
Right.
Everybody picks one.
Right.
But how do
you could steal from each other, right?
Can you?
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄
Yeah.
or White Elephant, yeah.
How do you steal from each other?
You go, you know what? Do you want to open one of the unopened gifts, or do you want to take Howard's gift?
But let's say I have a Mercedes already. I would
Right.
stop and I'd say, I don't want to give up my gift.
You can't stop.
Well, here's what you can do. We do have one thing. It's called a lock. If you want to lock it and nobody can steal your Mercedes, you can lock it. But you can only do that once a whole game, right?
Okay.
So now you want your Mercedes. I say I want your Mercedes. You say you don't want me to take it. So
Right.
then I open up the next one, and I get a hovercraft.
Okay. Do I want that? Is that good or bad?
You just locked in your Mercedes.
Right. Yeah, fine. I'm
Now,
happy.
like I did on Deal or No Deal, I reveal the values of the prizes at the end.
I see.
Whoever has the least valuable, maybe the Mercedes is worth less than a hovercraft. You have to give back the Mercedes and go home.
I still don't understand, though, how you steal somebody else's prize.
Here's what. Well, you take it.
You
What do you
didn't
mean you
hear
take
him?
it? You mean you just take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean I'm playing against you and you can just take my prize? And then why can't I take it back?
You can't take immediately back, but you can take it after the third guy. You know, you can take.
I'm fucking confused.
Really?
I'm confused.
Robin, are you confused?
I'm following this. I'm following it.
Okay, but here's the best part of the
No,
game.
you're not, Robin. You're lying.
I am.
Here's the best
Here's
part of
what
the
he
game.
said. Ugh.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
let-
No,
let
Robin,
Rob- you
explain
don't-
it.
you're doing
Robin,
a
explain
horrible-
All
it.
right.
You're doing a
Here's the
horrible
deal.
promotion.
Right, go ahead.
You come out.
Right.
You're contestant number 1.
Right.
And he says to you, okay, choose a prize.
Go ahead.
You choose a prize, you open it, and you find that you have a Mercedes.
Okay, fine.
So you're very happy with your Mercedes. You take a seat. The next contestant comes out.
Right.
Right.
He says, do you want to pick from this group of prizes?
Right.
Or do you want to steal something?
Yeah.
Right.
And
And he
so
could just take
then
it?
that person could just take your Mercedes.
Right.
And you have to go back to the gift pile.
What a fucking business you're in.
Wait.
I mean-
That's not even the best part of the show. Eventually, only 2 people are left with the quagmire prizes.
Right.
They could have homes, hovercrafts, submarines, like prizes you've never seen before.
Right.
Then they do the prisoner's dilemma. Do you know what that is?
No.
No,
you do.
that's
I
new.
do not.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. When I
Yeah,
tell you
all-
it, you'll say they face off against each other. Each of them has their hand on a tablet, like an iPad or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Okay. They have to make a decision. And they're encouraged. They could lie. They can do whatever they want. I would say to you, Howard, I have a car. I have a vacation. I have a home. You have hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. I'm terminally ill.
Right.
I've got 3 kids. I'm a single father.
Yeah.
We don't have a car. I just want my car. I just want the vacation before I die.
I'd be
so
like,
here's
fuck
what I'm
you.
going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click in keep mine. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do. And will you just keep yours? So if you both click on keep mine,
Yeah.
we just keep everything we've accumulated.
All right, that's nice.
And do you promise you'll do that? Because you're not going to take from me. Do you promise you'll do that?
Oh, I say I promise, and then I lie.
Right. Well, or maybe I did.
Right.
And then I say lock in your answers. Then I switch to take it all. You felt really bad for me. You put keep mine. I take all my prizes. I take all your prizes.
Wow.
And you end up with nothing.
Look at you.
Yes. If we
Is
both
anybody falling for some sob story?
you will not believe this is the most
Really?
amazing. This is Deal or No
Let me
Deal.
understand. So tell
Meets
me
The
how to-
Price is Right meets Jerry Springer. I mean, we had to have armed guards. People,
are going to kill each other.
I am telling you, you
Really?
have never seen.
I'll watch this.
People are. It's,
What if they both say take it all?
they both end up with absolutely nothing.
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 Bunch
Wow.
of greedy pricks.
And we're giving away more money in this. We've done 7 hours. This is an event.
Don't
This is
you
not-
hate people though? Like working with all these people and being on stage with them and running a game show. You don't like people really.
I'm not. I don't socialize, but I'm fascinated by people.
This is good for you.
This is a social experiment. Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal had a lot of hot women on it too. Is there any component?
Models?
Models. Are there any
Yeah.
models on this show?
We have one prize announcer, and there was a bunch of hot people in the audience.
Do you pan over to the audience when things get slow?
You know how they do these things. It's just
Right.
like they do on AGT. The people that sit close to the camera seem to be good looking.
There's a live audience?
Yes.
And what is the show? An hour or a
Yes.
half hour?
It's 1 hour every night, starting tonight after The Voice.
It's for 5 straight nights.
6
And they're testing
next
it.
Monday.
Is this a test in a sense? Because in other words, this isn't a regular time slot for you, is it?
This is the way we launch Deal or No Deal. NBC seems to be so excited and so supportive of it that they've put it on. They're launching it right after The Voice. There's no stronger show on the network right now.
If the show goes on tonight,
Right.
And I know you worry about ratings, everybody does.
That's why I'm here.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. They're going to put it on for 6 straight nights.
That's correct.
And following The Voice is a huge smash hit show.
Right.
You should be able to hold some amount of that audience.
I hope so.
If you don't, will you want to kill yourself? Will you become suicidal?
I won't be suicidal, but I'll be incredibly depressed, and I will up my antidepressants.
How do you're on antidepressants. You
I
make
am.
no secret about that. What do you take?
My doctor told me not to say because
Why?
because then people go, you know what, maybe that'll work for me, and then they
No
go
one's going
take
to
it.
say that. Nothing's going to work.
I'm on an antidepressant. I'm not going to give my milligrams.
What
for
is it? How many milligrams?
A lot.
Is it a lot? Really?
Yeah, I am on.
What does it do for you, this antidepressant?
You don't strike me as
I'm functioning.
You don't strike me as a depressed guy. I've worked
I
with
get
you.
very depressed.
Really? You can't function without this?
Maybe it's because
Probably
you don't
not.
fucking take a break. You know, I see this guy when I work with him. He comes off a plane. He's in the halls. He's entertaining everyone. Then we get out there and entertain everyone. I said, why don't you just calm the fuck down? I said that to you.
Rest, like Howard.
No
See,
wonder
I'm
you're
afraid
depressed.
I was trying. I tried that meditation, which he thinks it's really hard. I can't do quiet time.
Yes, you can.
No, because then it gets noisier in my
Did you
head.
try TM?
I did.
Transcendental meditation?
Well, I didn't go to the yoga.
I
Yeah,
knew
you
it.
didn't try.
You didn't do what the fuck I told you to do because you laugh at me and you don't even
I
treat
didn't
me
laugh
with
at
respect.
you.
You do.
I respect you
Why
and
didn't
your whole
you go
family
to
does it.
transcendental meditation? I told you to try it.
I will,
Do
but
it.
I haven't had a moment.
It's especially
Yes,
for
you have.
people like you.
No, because you have to. Because I got a number from a guy who says that I need 2 days or something or 3 days.
You need an
over-
hour a day.
No,
to learn.
to
no.
train
He
me.
meant to learn.
But to train you,
Yeah.
you need an hour.
No.
he said
They
he
have
won't
to
do
come.
that.
They have to come back for checking and all that stuff. Howard.
I learned in a weekend when I was 18
A
years
weekend?
old. And I went for an hour on a Friday night,
Right.
an hour Saturday afternoon, and an hour on a Sunday. Excuse me.
He does, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's what's in there?
I got a little
Well,
hoarse.
whatever it is, it's out here.
Yeah. It's on Howie now. You really taking that many antidepressants?
I take one, but I take a nice
A
dose.
nice dose.
But I'm fine. But I have, the other issues too. So.
If you think if you didn't take an antidepressant, would you be suicidal, do you think?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried to kill yourself?
No.
Honestly.
When did you start
No.
this?
Years ago.
You
Really?
did? Because
Yeah.
of the OCD?
I don't know. I didn't diagnose myself. Yes.
Who
I'm,
put you on this? A psychiatrist?
Yes.
And do you
Who
see
else
the
would it be?
psychiatrist?
No, a caterer.
No, come on. Did you see? Do you see the psychiatrist? Do you sit on a couch and talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Do you want
I
to
go
be
to
married?
a therapist also. Do I what?
Do you want to be married?
Yes.
You
My
do?
wife is.
Is it
wonderful.
your marriage that's upsetting you?
No, no. She's my savior, my wife. I've been with my wife for like
I know.
35 years.
I'm trying to
more
figure
than-
out what you're depressed about.
I'm okay.
Well, depression isn't necessarily about a thing.
Sure
I'm
it
okay.
is.
We went from take it all to I've got nothing to live for.
I've seen guys do a dance when they get divorced.
Really?
Did this happen when you lost your hair?
I don't know. I'm getting with the music.
All
and
right,
everything.
get back to the game show for a second.
Can you imagine if they did that in the therapy office and
There was music.
Here's my life.
Oh my God, it would be fantastic.
Everything should be scored.
So
Go ahead, the game.
Let's get back to how you pitch a game show.
Right.
You know the people at NBC because you're on America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Do
I
you
pitched
pick
Paul.
You called Paul 𝗪𝗏, who's in charge of America's Got Talent, and you said, "Hey,
He's in charge of all alternative programming at NBC. You know that.
Is that what he does?
He's in charge of SNL, late night also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's in charge of your buddy Leno. He's in charge of SNL.
Is
He's
he
in
really?
charge of every special. He's in charge. Yes.
Him?
You know that.
Okay. So you I really didn't know what anyone over there does, and I don't want to know.
Him and Meredith.
Meredith too, right?
Yes.
So you went in and did you pitch them the idea?
I actually went in and played the game.
You played the game for them. That was the pitch.
Against them. With them. I said, you pick something, and whoever has the least valuable thing, I'll knock out, and then at the end we will play that, we'll face off and that take it all round.
In all seriousness, no joke, it seems to me you're cursed in a way.
Why?
Because even your TV show on Fox, they never gave you a regular time slot.
Mobbed?
Mob.
It's coming back in
yes,
January.
but it was always like, and you even said this to me, it's always on at a different time, and it's always moved around, and this and that. And with this, they're doing a 6-night viewing.
You can't ask for a better...
Yes, but you need a regular time slot with a game show.
Well, maybe
no?
it'll end up with a regular time slot. And Mobbed is coming back in January on Fox in a regular time slot.
Oh, it is?
We're doing 5 more. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll talk about that in another time.
All
but
right.
But that's a big show, and I think I'm doing well, but you make it seem like this is a very big problem.
You're going to leave here thinking you're a loser.
No, I am. Now I'm starting to get depressed
Maybe
again.
did you start taking these pills when you met me?
I felt good, and then I came and saw you.
So you pitch it, and they say, we're going to put it on for 6 nights, and we're going to see how it does. Have they given you a number, a rating number, that they feel you should meet in order for the show to get picked up? Have they said
no.
No.
No, but I think it's
What will
pretty
you-
clear.
What is clear though? If you maintain the same audience as The Voice, you're clearly a huge
I would
success.
hope. I would like to maintain at least 60% of whatever the Voice.
If you do that, it's a smash hit, right?
I'd just be thrilled. I don't know. I don't know what they're calling a smash hit, but
Don't you think you're depressed because this business is so difficult? You're at the mercy of this audience. You created this game show in your head. You put all this work into it, and now your whole ego is involved in it. In a way, you only get so many
I
shots.
came here to promote a show, and you're talking me into leaving the business. You think that business is the bane of my
What is going
depression.
on with America's Got Talent? Now, I admittedly, I had a problem deciding. Part of my problem was just my schedule. You know me, I'm always tired.
Right.
But and it's also the opposite of doing morning radio. You're on at night a lot.
Right.
And the traveling and everything gets to me.
I know it's hell. I don't know how you do it. You're
well,
amazing.
I know. Listen, Howie used to turn to me during the show. Goes, "Can you believe they're calling this work?" And he's right. It's hardly work. But you should go back to carpet sales. You were so good at it.
I was good at it.
But you, in other words, now part of my decision was I enjoyed working with you and with Sharon.
Right.
Sharon is gone.
Gone.
And to me, she was great in that role. You know, I felt she was motherly.
We were a great team.
Well, I feel we were.
We were.
And now I feel as if you're leaving because I don't hear that you're coming back, and I don't hear that Sharon's coming back.
But you didn't hear I'm leaving.
No, I don't know what you do. What the fuck is the problem with you?
There's no problem with me.
What's going on? Give me the scoop. The truth.
Here it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. That's the absolute.
No wonder
truth.
you're depressed.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. You want me to be totally candid?
Let
with
me
you?
know what's going on.
They haven't asked yet.
Now you meet with these people regularly with your new game show.
But I don't talk. I don't say. So here's the truth of how it goes.
All right.
Howard, they pursued you very diligently last year.
Yes.
And your deal was such that you signed a 2-year deal. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I signed a 1-year deal
with an option for a second year.
I said to them on a handshake that I would come back a second. If I don't know what I actually said.
Okay, but here,
you know what?
I'll tell
I
you.
never
You don't
even
know
looked
what
at.
you
I don't know
said?
what I signed.
No, but you signed
think
You
there's
signed
something-
a 1-year deal
Yes.
with an option that if you had a good time and you wanted to, you would make up your mind
Yes.
and come back.
That's right. Something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Which is an unusual, but that's not how the show works. And if you enjoy this year and you want to come back next year, it'll be it'll be different.
Yes.
So traditionally, at this time of year before the holidays, we don't know.
See.
We don't know. Sharon's never known. I've never known before the holidays. I think that you made a decision. You got ahead of the ball and crafted your own announcement now.
Yes.
They would make the announcement later. There's a lot of changes going on. You know, the executive producers have been changed, a lot of them.
Yes.
I haven't met the woman that is now running the show with Jason.
Me neither.
Right, but you had a contract where you could make that decision.
I don't even want to meet anybody.
Here's what I would say.
Right.
I would love to do it.
Yes.
I would love to work with you.
Yes.
And if they ask, I will be there.
Right. All right. So,
Okay.
in other words,
You
we're
want
waiting.
to do it.
We're
Yeah.
waiting to find out because I know you love doing it.
I do love doing it. It's a
Right.
great job. I would love to do it. And we know that now that you've signed on, it's back here in New York. I would love to come to New York. And I love the show. I love working with you.
But I take it that if you're not back, you'll be happy because this game show is something that you're very passionate about and you have ownership in.
Well, I have ownership and Take It All, but
Right.
I would love Take It All to go, but there's nothing precluding me from doing both.
Well, they must like you because
I'm doing that. I'm doing the show on Fox. I'm doing Mobbed. I could do a lot of things.
they must like you because they're giving you a game show on the network, so therefore
I
they
have
like
a
you.
really good relationship with everybody at NBC. I love NBC, and I feel, I've been doing shows at NBC since St. Elsewhere.
Right.
You know,
So
since
you
the
would be surprised if they didn't come to you and say, okay, Howie, it's time to sign up for another year.
If they didn't do that, would I be
Yeah.
surprised?
Yeah.
I would. I'm never surprised in this business about
Yeah.
anything.
You know what? Well, I'm going to go on record. I love working with you, but if they don't sign you,
right.
I hope it's a really hot guy who replaces you.
Hotter than me.
Hotter than you.
That's impossible. And somebody who's not so depressed.
Yeah. And no depressed people. Somebody with luscious hair and
Right.
no antidepressants.
Somebody who's quiet. When they're in the next room. A quiet person.
If I'm taking a nap, someone who respects that.
Yes.
I feel you'll be back.
I would love to.
Yeah.
From your mouth to God's ear. And it's just. This is normal. This is business as usual. Every year.
Wait a minute.
What?
Do you think Piers was in the same position, or was he an automatic yes?
Nobody's an automatic yes.
Nobody's
Really?
automatic.
Nobody. And I say this with, and it's not even, they change. They've changed their management. They've changed they change schedules.
Yes.
They change everything. That's what television is. And, I love doing the show. When I got asked to do it every year, I didn't know whether I was going to be there until maybe January or February, because we start in March. You ask Sharon, she'll tell you the same thing.
Right.
And if you should enjoy this year.
When do you find out if you're really going to
I'm telling you, January
or February.
Yeah,
Okay.
they start in March. And that's, if you want to do a third year, that's what you're going to do. Your agreement allowed you to make an early decision on your own.
I see.
Aside from everybody else. So
What about Nick? Nick just
is
announced-
back.
Nick is back.
But the
That's what I
reason that
heard.
Nick has to be back and announced now is because they're actually taping right now.
They are,
he has
right.
to be there for the preliminary show.
That's
You know
right.
all those scenes where you see him in the crowds and they're at those towns. They're shooting that now.
That's right.
I see.
Listen, I'm going to take a stand right now, if I may do this on your behalf.
Please.
If Howie doesn't get asked back, I'm going to write a very mean tweet.
Really?
That's right. And I don't do that a lot. But for you, I would do that.
You would tweet for me.
I would make an anti-NBC tweet. That's right.
Well, I would
Very
never
vicious.
make I would
No,
never.
I feel you'll
A
be
vicious
back.
tweet.
I feel you will be.
I
mean,
would love to. I
the way
love
you're
everybody at
explaining
NBC.
it,
I
no,
love the show, and this is not any different than any other year.
I see.
And they have my phone number, and I see them every day. I will see them tonight at The Voice.
I see.
Then I hope everybody and all your listeners, watch the show tonight. And there's also a play along. They can play along and win thousands of dollars because you can guess you can guess the prices, which one is the least valuable.
Well, you're in all full sales mode. I mean, this is a big night for you. You're not screwing around.
Well, it's his show, Howard.
Oh my God! Yeah. Tell me how this works financially for you.
Yeah.
When you say you pitched the game show,
Right.
you created the game show.
Right.
If this thing developed,
That's partners.
if this thing takes off, do you own a piece of it? In other words,
Absolutely.
All right. If it goes into syndication, you own a piece of it. Like
Not
in other
syndication.
countries.
Yes.
Yes.
The format. So we're already doing that. So if you have a game like, I didn't own Deal or No Deal, but if you had a
Right.
game like Deal or No Deal, you know that it was played in different languages
it.
in different countries.
Right.
Howie. Howie.
Simon Cowell made, I think his biggest fortune might be coming from, besides music, it might be coming from AGT, which is, Britain's Got Talent and
Right.
Canada's
Because
Got
he
Talent.
owns that.
He owns that format.
Look at Merv Griffin. He built a whole empire on owning Hollywood. What is that stupid game
Wheel
show?
of
where
Fortune,
Wheel
Jeopardy.
of Fortune and Jeopardy. Yeah.
Should I create a game show? Is that what you're saying to me? That, in other words, this could be
Why
very
aren't you
big.
thinking up games?
What is the upside? Put it to me in terms of something we can understand. Let's say this thing takes off.
Well,
Let's say it turns into Let's Make a Deal.
Universal and NBC own a bigger part of it than I
Understood. Do you own 10% of the thing?
I think I do better than that.
Maybe 15 or 20.
I think I do better. I could make a lot of money. I mean, it's a
You
lot.
could become a billionaire from this. Feasibly. Conceivably.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where that. There's no end to what could.
You
take
could
it
either
all.
end up
I could
killing
take it all.
yourself. You could end up killing yourself because the thing tanks, or you could end up being incredibly rich. This is
Right.
exciting. This is the game.
Come on, let's
This is
all
what I
make
love
Howie
about-
Mandel a power broker.
This is
It's
the
up
game
to
show.
all your listeners to watch
to
tonight.
keep you from killing yourself.
To keep me from. Just keep me alive.
If the show fails, you will kill yourself. So this is a very
There's a
high
chance.
stakes.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
I could become. I could.
Sometimes working with you
Yeah.
on America's Got Talent,
Right.
I noticed, especially toward the end, you become, now maybe I'm starting to understand why you're on an antidepressant.
What happened at
There's
the end?
things with Howie's personality where all of a sudden you think he's angry with you. Like
Maybe
and a
that's your
couple-
personality. That you're a little
I
neurotic.
wasn't the only one. Listen to me. I wasn't the only one.
What?
You're an incredibly friendly guy, nice, easygoing guy, and then all of a sudden, you kind of go into this mode where you kind of
I get
shut
pensive.
down. I'm not kidding. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
you get like closed off, like it's hard to even talk to you, and then you'll even like turn your back on somebody while you're talking to them and stuff.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one you did this to. And I
did that to you.
Yeah, you kind of turn off. Howie, listen to me. And you hit people. No, you never hit anyone. But there's something that goes.
Are you serious, Howie?
Yeah. There's something that happens with Howie. He's not Mr. Happy-go-lucky all the time.
No, I'm not. I'll tell you that.
I've seen it happen.
I get pensive, and I get, but sometimes things will click in my head, but I'm not angry at anybody.
Yeah, but who knows?
But now that you tell me that, I don't want to offend anybody.
No, it's not offensive. It is offensive.
Well, it is offensive.
Yeah, but I worry about
you.
you.
I'm offensive. I'm depressed.
Yeah, I see the thing that you're battling.
Is this spot doing good for me in my life and my?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I see what you're talking about.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it happen at AGT. You get this thing going.
We were working together?
Yeah. I saw it backstage, especially after the show.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes, and this is totally honest, in quiet time, when I'm not working, that's why I work so much. Then I get, work for me is a distraction from the...
But do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You didn't sense you got into this kind of mood.
Well, I fight depression and I fight anxiety and I fight all that. So maybe that's what you
Tell me about your depression. What happens to you? Like, do you start having suicidal thoughts? Yeah, I feel you're in danger here.
Are you trying to make is this the power of suggestion?
No,
no,
of course not. Do you have suicidal thoughts?
No.
But you get incredibly what? Sad about life?
It becomes really hard to function.
Explain how that happens. What happens to you? Maybe I have this. What do you mean it's hard to function? I mean, I think every day
I turn my back on people.
Well, you do that. You do get like that.
I did not.
Several people noticed it, not just me.
Tell me who.
I don't want to out them. I don't want to out them.
Tell me
they
who
all
said
came
that.
to you, Howard? How'd they get to you?
No, be honest with me. I want to better myself as a person, and I feel bad I offended somebody.
There was only one person.
Tell me who said that.
And he didn't feel offended. It was a he. He didn't feel offended.
Tell me who it was.
He just said,
Ronnie.
He goes, gee, what's with Howie? He goes, no. He said, we used to pal around, and all of a sudden he started to kind of turn. I go, I think it's his depression.
Who was palling around
Tell me
with
who
you?
It was.
All right, it was Sharon, Nick, Paul 𝗪𝗪, and Jason Raff.
Everyone at the
It
wasn't really somebody.
It was
tell me
one
who it
person.
was.
I'm not going to tell you. I said.
Why not?
Because
why do I have to be honest and open about everything, and you can't?
Because you're the guest. If I was on your show, I'd be honest.
But you know what? I will make them feel good. Tell me who it is.
No,
because I will approach them.
I will never tell.
It rhymes with.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Let's phone them.
It was a guy, right?
Let's phone them.
It was a guy. It was a guy.
Somebody who works on the show.
It was a guy. It was a guy. I'm not going to even go any further than that. So I wasn't the only one picking it up.
Well, now
what's going on?
Neurosis. You're making me crazy. Seriously, tell me who it was.
Nobody.
Will you tell me off the air?
No, of course not.
Please.
I'm making it up.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Who did he talk to?
This is a fragile.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on inside you. When you're not on your medication, what happens?
My OCD flares up.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing.
Right.
And that makes me depressed. I can't get past things, you know what I mean?
Do you take things to heart?
Oh, I'm a mess. Yes.
What do you think it is? Why are you such a mess? Seriously, what do you ever...
I believe it's a chemical imbalance.
You do? You think there's something chemically wrong with you as opposed to the way you were raised?
Not the way I was raised. I was raised very loving and supportive, and...
You really believe that?
Do I believe that?
I've met your mother.
I'm wrong.
She's very mean. No, she's a lovely woman, but I don't know what the dynamic was there.
No, the dynamic with my parents was very good.
Was
very
she too involved with you, your mother, maybe? Was she
too involved?
Yeah, was she overly on top of you? Maybe that's what all this is. You feel you can't function.
I was always on top.
Do you feel you can't function? Do you feel you can't function without your mother?
God.
Seriously, is that what's going on here?
No.
I see her
I have
around
a
you all the
healthy-
time.
I have a
mean,
healthy upbringing.
I never saw a guy run around with his mother that much.
There is a
So
thought.
much, huh?
I will
Yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah.
There is a thought. There is a study, and I'm adhering to this at this point, that the OCD, there is some connection between OCD and strep. And I had a lot of ear infections and strep throat. I almost
did
missed
too.
a year of school.
Right.
And there is some at UCLA. There is some study that is connecting that issue with people who have OCD.
Really?
Yes.
I had a lot of that too.
What, you had ear
Cold.
infections?
So did I.
Yeah.
So did
Well, not
I.
just
But
a
I don't
cold,
have
but a
either
really
of your
infection.
problems.
Robin has that.
What? No, I used to get
now
strep
you're
all
with
the
me, and
time.
then Robin goes, so did I. That's
Yeah.
not it.
That ruined it. Everybody
There's
had a lot
no
of
good
cold.
feeling here. I'm going to start my day, this marathon day, in depression.
Don't miss Howie Mandel hosting Take It All tonight and all week at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Do you know how hard it was for me to even... Let me just tell you something, why I believe in this game. Deal or No Deal is the biggest success I've ever had. From everything I've done, from St.
Absolutely.
Elsewhere and stand-up and everything.
Why is the show no longer on the air, do you think?
I ran its course. We did 500 episodes. Ask the executive producer. He's here.
Deal or No Deal did 500 episodes.
Right.
And you think it just burned out?
I think, people had seen it. We opened cases. This has got all those elements plus more. I was offered, I promise you, I was offered almost every other game show since then when my show went off the air. I
Right.
said no, I had no interest.
Like what? What were you offered? Talk to me about one that you passed on that has been a huge hit.
I don't know if it's been a huge hit. Nothing else has been a huge hit. But I think they talked to me about Minute to Win It and
Right.
and a few other shows. I don't want.
Why didn't you take them?
Because I'm not interested in, asking people to do stunts. I'm not interested in trivia questions. I'm not interested in,
You don't want to host killer karaoke?
No, but
okay.
it looks funny.
All right.
But I didn't want to do that. What I loved about Deal or No Deal and fell in love with is you didn't need any skill. You didn't need to do trivia. You didn't need to do. It was just about people and people at the rawest.
That's
it's a
true.
great. This is the first show that has that, and I said I'm going to do this. I didn't have to do this. I was selling it. I sell shows that I'm not in.
How many? You must be doing incredibly well with all these shows.
Yeah,
now
we
that
have a
I'm
lot
thinking
of-
about it.
I
What,
have
are
a
you
show-
what is your net worth? Seriously, are you worth over $100 million?
I don't know.
You are. I just realized it.
You just realized.
He's Sharon's neighbor. He must have a nice house.
Yeah.
I do have a nice house.
How many homes do you own?
I've a few.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How many do you own? 3?
No.
5?
No.
Five?
More?
Who needs five
Listen,
houses?
Howie does. How do you? I'm fascinated. Do you really own more than 5 homes?
Yes.
How do you run those? Do you rent them out as investment? No, you own them.
Yeah.
And do you live
These are
in
for
all?
you.
Do you live in all of them? In other words, do you go, hey, there's my Vegas home, and I'll go in the. When I'm in
I don't
Ve-"
have a Vegas home.
Where are your homes? In California, obviously.
I have in California and Toronto.
How many? Just between California and Toronto, you own over 5 homes.
Well, I have, people live in them.
Oh, your family.
Oh, you're
lives in
putting
them.
up other people.
Well,
So, in other words, you buy a house and you say, hey, Mom, go live in this house, and you keep it as an investment. Is that the plan?
I do that.
I like
And
it.
I have, but places for me to go and live in too.
But why in California do you need multiple homes to live? In other words, one at the beach, and then you have one at in L.A.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
No,
Howard?
that makes sense.
Howard,
No,
you
that
got
makes
one
sense.
in the Hamptons.
Well, I
you
have
got
2
one.
homes. I don't have 10 fucking homes. I have 2 homes.
Okay, and then I have a home. I do this when my kids go to college. I buy a home there, and then it's like a business because instead of her living in a dorm,
A dorm.
I rent out the rooms.
Oh.
And then at the end of her college education, I could sell the home, and then she gets a free education, and I've made some.
Do they always make money, these homes?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, real estate.
Are you a genius at picking these places? Because a lot of places don't go
My
up.
wife is actually is the brains behind real estate.
Gee, that's very smart. So the kids live in that apartment for 4 years.
House.
In the house.
Mm-hmm.
have roommates.
Aren't you nervous that the kids are going to fuck the house up?
What can they do?
Didn't your son recently rent out the home you live in for
yes.
for a party or something?
No, he said he was having a party, and I said, great. I've told this story. I said, you can have a party. He lives in Malibu.
Right.
And then I get a call, I think it was from P. Diddy's company.
Right.
Saying we'd like to rent out your house for a location shoot for a video. And I said, well, I don't do this, number one. And how did you get my number? I don't know if it was his company or somebody affiliated with him. And they go, well, we saw it online. And I go, what do you mean you saw it online? And they said, well, we saw 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
That's your son?
No, that's another rapper. We saw the video and we liked the location. And I said, what is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 and what is this? And if you go to YouTube and you look at 𝗦𝗵cie's Burning Up, that's my house. And if you go and you look at this video, there's like 500 people in my backyard, in the pool. My son is dancing.
My God.
My daughter, who was supposed to be off at college, is dancing with a
you say it like you're proud.
No, I'm not proud.
I mean, that's
here's why I was proud. I got so angry with him. He rented the house. He made like 20,000. Yeah, I think he got he made some money. I don't know what he.
Oh my God!
He rented out my house.
But you were proud of him for doing this?
No, he just makes me. Listen, he got reprimanded. But it makes me laugh. He's always Alex is always in a predicament. My son is always scheming.
But he's always involving you. I mean,
it does.
Yeah,
it does involve you.
Do you let him?
It's not that funny, but it is in a way.
Howie, do you let him keep the money, or do you say, son, this is my money, it's my house, you're not supposed to be doing this, you take this? You let him keep it.
He kept it.
Oh, what kind of punishment is that?
Shouldn't your son be nervous that something bad is going to happen to the house and that he should be afraid of you a little bit?
He doesn't think about consequences, and that's why he's able to
do all these great things.
He's always got schemes happening. It's Alex Mandel, at Alex Mandel, if you want to follow him on Twitter. I think he also does these.
If you come back to America's Got Talent, will you continue to give out your Twitter? You hear that people don't like it.
I think they do like it.
You do?
At Howie Mandel. No, I think they do like it.
Why is that so important to you?
Listen, it's very funny that you should, berate me about it. Yet.
I admitted this to Steve-O. I said, I get caught up in it. When Howie has his Twitter out, I always say to him during the taping, what are the people saying?
Exactly.
I do.
And here's what Steve-O's wrong about. As a judge, I'm doing more of my job than just sitting there and watching and you will admit this. How many times have we watched